this real quick, y'all. Go, hey, gang, come on, man. Just in order to go with Big Cartel, y'all. Go to the website, gang. I got everything in every color, gang. We got everything in every single color, gang. Go show me some love out there. You did. Trade breaking your gas, man, on the stove, gang. Trade. You might not know, gang. Yeah, y'all niggas telling y'all big smoke in the chat, y'all big blow and shit. But why ain't you ain't got your trade yet? Why ain't you niggas ain't got your trade yet?
Go to the website and shop with your boy. Just say no to scope.
Look at the whole game, man. Look at the whole game. I'll see y'all later, man.
Y'all, it's your boy Just Say No to Scope. We don't break the news. We just break the news down.
It's most definitely Scope gang or no gang or don't bang. Hey, we're gonna stay real over here, man. Big Scope gang. Salute to everybody that watched this video. Make sure y'all like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. I do live streams all the time.
It's Scope gang and no gang that don't bang. Salute to everybody. Good. Hold on.
Smash that like button, gang. Salute to everybody in the building, gang. Oh, man, gang. Salute to everybody in the building, y'all. Salute, gang. Man. Smash. I'm going to give y'all, hey, roll some gas up, gang. Rest in peace to Nolan Wells, man. Roll that gas up. Put that sticky in the air. You know, I mean, we just regular people over here, gang. You know what I mean? We just regular. We don't have to stuck up people, this and that. We are everyday people. And we want to know what happened to Nolan Wells. We are very unbiased over here. We just want the truth, man. And today, man, some cooking went down, man. Oh, man, bro. Hey, Warren, Jax, boy, what's the other dude name? The attorneys had them looking crazy today, man. Yeah. How do I sound, gang? Do I sound good? How do I sound in the chat, gang? What do I sound like? Salute to everybody in the video, y'all. What do I sound like, gang? What do I sound like? Talk to me in the chat, gang. What do I sound like? Am I good? Tell me, am I good? Give me a thumbs up if I'm good or not. Give me a thumbs up if I'm good. Morgan, there we go, Morgan. Give me a thumbs up if I'm good, gang. Do I sound all right? How do I sound in the chat tonight? How do I sound, gang? Do I sound cool? How do I sound? Smash that like button, gang. Hey, they say crystal clear. Let's go. They say you crystal clear, Skull. Let's go. Let's take off then, gang. Because, man, every time you think the Nolan Wells case is kind of, drying up and, we're not getting answers and this and that, the attorneys went on a few shows today, man. And I got to shout out Nancy Grace, man. When I tell you Nancy Grace put them boys in a pot today and got the cooking. See, this interview that they did with Nancy Grace was totally different from the interview they did with Officer Tatum. Tatum with them. They team Tatum. He's team Nolan's ex-friends. They all rocking together. One of the attorneys pulled up. Everything sounded rehearsed, well put together but when they sat down in front of Nancy Grace, man, I think they regretted doing that interview, bro. They regretted that shit, man. I'm telling you right now, they are looking right now. They saying, why the hell did we go sit down with the final boss of Karens, man? Yeah. Because Nancy Grace is the final boss. If you play in a video game, you got to get to the final Karen. Nancy Grace is the final boss. Nancy Grace cooked their ass today and got everybody saying, hold on now, you mother, man, gang, man, when it comes down to the two witnesses, that's the main part I paid attention to today, gang, was the two witnesses. Who are these damn two witnesses that know Nolan so well, but really don't know the boy, the other friends like that? You know what I mean? I guess they spoke to investigators. We can't tell you who they are. They won't say who they are. Even though all you got to do is tell us who they are. If they Nolan's friends, can they come out and tell? No, this is what don't make sense. You mean to tell me two boys that are Nolan's friends, two dudes that know Nolan's, you know what I mean? They're saying the two witnesses both know Nolan very well, but they haven't went and sat down with his family yet and said, yeah, we did see Nolan, after 5:30, after 6 o'clock. These two witnesses sound phony than a motherfucker, gang. These two witnesses sound phony. It's like a lie. It sounds scripted. These two witnesses ain't sounding too credible, gang, whoever they are. If they even exist, man. At this point, I'm asking, do they even exist? Who are these guys? Who are these people? Girl, guy? Who are these two people? Man, they asked. I'm just going to let her cook. I'm going to let her cook, gang. It's a few things I want to go through before we go there, gang. Before we go there, yeah, it went down today. I watched I went through it. I looked at some of it. And we're gonna break it down. I want to hear y'all, man. I want to hear y'all break it down today. I most definitely want to hear from y'all, gang. The Nolan Wells case is most definitely heating up after today. Because after today, people feel like, nah, bro, something ain't right. We can't put our finger on it, but something most definitely is, man, them two attorneys who done stepped in out of nowhere. They got something to hide, man. Shout out to Haitian K, man. Salute to everybody putting color in the chat, too, man. Y'all hit the cash. Where my Cash App gang tonight, man? It is. Shout out to the Cash App gang. Salute to everybody in the building, y'all. We got some things to break down now. I see where the CBC, the Congressional Black Caucus, requests the DOJ independent federal review surrounding the death of Nolan Wells, requesting written response from DOJ within 7 days. I seen that going on earlier today. That's the first thing I seen. I seen Ben Crump put that information out, and I'm like, okay, well, things are still moving this investigation. Ben Crump is still working. He's still demanding answers. Ben Crump is still on the job. For some of y'all who say Ben Crump ain't doing shit, man, Ben Crump is wasting time and collecting money. Nah, Ben Crump is still making moves. He's doing what he can right now. He's doing what he can now. I heard something about the phone evidence today too, man. You know what I mean? I heard where they were saying that Nolan's parents still have not gave the phone over yet, or Ben Crump has still not given the phone or went and sat down with the authorities to go through the phone yet. I'm not for sure if that's true or not, but we have most definitely been waiting on that phone evidence to come out, and I want to know more about the phone evidence for sure today, gang. Salute to everybody in the building. Rock with me. Yeah, turn this thing up, y'all. Turn up, gang. Turn up, gang. Salute to everybody in the building, man. Before we go there, gang, like I said, I want to check in because, people are talking, gang. Everybody is talking, and the boys, Nolan's ex-friends, man, you know what I mean? They most definitely, on the interview kind of, blamed the mom. As we see in the interview yesterday, they kind of blamed the mom and said, that Nolan's friends say mother's social media posts fueled online hate. You feel me? Yeah. I mean, fueled online hate. Let me see. Hold on, gang. Smash that like button. Suit everybody building, gang. We seen this yesterday. Hold on, gang. Hold on. Let me put some sound on this, gang.
Wouldn't have been as.
Hold on, gang. Man,
that's where it first started to take off, and then also the fact that she posted a picture of me and Morgan and another guy and Nolan on the boat together, blasting that out there, pushing this narrative.
Let's revisit this real quick.
I wish that would have never happened either, and I don't think those would have never.
How do you guys think that this should have been put out to the world?
So first off, I wish that none of this would ever happen. I wish Viral could still be here with us today, and I wish that like I said, none of this would ever happen. Like I wish that countrywide, all this could be erased and no one could be here tomorrow. I mean, that's just more than anything blown out of proportion. But other than that, I feel like his mom blasting us on, and the fact that it was our best friend and it's not what people are saying it is what hurts the most. I mean, that was our brother. I mean, straight up. That's what I told his dad the night that he came over to my house. He was like, blah, blah, saying something. I was like, dude, that was my brother. Like, and you know that. He knows that. We were picking him up every single day. He never drove. I can't tell you how many times I pulled up in his driveway and picked him up. And it wasn't him asking. It was just because that's what we did. We just picked up Nolan all the time. That's how we, came about to all the stuff that we were going to. We'd go and pick him up. That's how much we like to be around him. We would do stuff like that all the time, Well, never happened.
Do y'all feel like the parents are the ones who started this whole racial thing online, gang? Do y'all feel like the parents are the ones who started the whole online racial thing, gang? If I'm moving kind of slow, my bad, gang. My bad, my camera's moving kind of slow. Yeah. Do y'all think the parents started the whole online thing, gang? Do y'all believe that? Do y'all believe the parents are the ones who created this whole online narrative? You know what I mean? That this is all racist. Do y'all believe that, gang? Smash that like button, gang. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people are saying they feel like the boys that those guys are looking for sympathy. You know what I mean? That Nolan's friends are looking for sympathy. That they was online during this interview with Officer Tatum. This whole thing was staged, and they was for show looking for sympathy. Do y'all feel like these guys are looking for sympathy? Smash that like button, gang. Because right now, a lot of people are talking about that. A lot of people are saying, man, we got online yesterday, and they said a lot of things, man, but they most definitely blame Ben Crump and the parents for putting out this racist, narrative online that this is all about race. Do y'all agree with that, man? Smash that like button. Salute everybody in the building, gang. It's a lot of things going on online. I do want to go here real quick, man. I want to go here real quick because some of the things we keep, some of the things we throw away, gang. Some things we keep, some things we throw away, gang. let's go here real quick, gang. My camera moving a little slow right now. Give me 1 second, gang. But let's go here real quick, gang. Man, this motherfucker is
message to Christine.
Man, this motherfucker is ugly, man. Y'all man's right here, man. Secret Service Sam came out there. We got to go through a few things that's being said online, gang. Secret Service Sam said that you know, there's some kind of one of them tarot card readers or whatever you call it. Hold up. It's one of them people that's out here saying that it's somebody named Dylan in the mix. Do y'all believe this, gang? Do y'all believe there's somebody named Dylan in the mix? He said one of them tarot card readers, one of those crystal ball women, has been online saying that there's a boy named Dylan who knows everything. There's a witness, or there's somebody out there named Dylan who knows everything. Have we heard of anybody named Dylan in this situation? Dylan is a common white boy name. Have we heard of anybody named Dylan? Let's check in with Secret Service Sam, gang. Do we keep this shit, or do we throw this shit away with the rest of the bullshit? Smash that like button. Salute to everybody building, gang. Light some gas up. Rest in peace and Nolan Wells. Let's check in with Secret Service Sam real quick, gang.
In Walmsley, which I don't know how you guys feel about psychic mediums or whatnot, but I believe this woman, and she says Nolan keeps waking her up at 3 a.m. and saying Dylan knows what happened. She says it's just like a bam, like every night at 3 a.m. she's being woken by his spirit, and he's saying Dylan knows what happened.
Who the fuck is
now,
Dylan?
I haven't heard anybody named Dylan mentioned in any of this. I know some of you might be like, wow, Sam, you're really losing it here. But it's true. Psychic mediums sometimes are people who solve these cases by,
do y'all believe
you know, I know, have you ever seen the movie Ghost, Whoopi Goldberg?
I'm done. We Secret Service. Let's keep it moving. Let me go check in with Secret Service. Let me see if there's anything else he put in here, gang. Let me check in with Secret Service Sam. Let me see if there's anything else he put in here real quick, gang. Hold on, gang. Let me check in with Secret Service Sam, man. Let me see something real quick. Hold on, gang. Smash that like button. Salute to everybody in the building, gang. Let me see. Was there anything else that Secret Service Sam said today that made any sense, man? It is. Let me see. Was there anything else he said? Let me see. I don't think. Yeah. Let me get Secret Service Sam about it, man. Secret Service Sam done lost his goddamn mind, man. Yeah. Secret Service Sam is losing his mind. But salute to him, gang. Some of y'all do believe in those psychics, man. Remember the guy, I want to say he's a prosecutor, man. The prosecutor guy from YouTube, he spoke out again too, man. And he was breaking some of this down. Before we get around to the interview with Nancy Grace, let's go here again, gang. It says Nolan Wells' friends speak out. 3 crucial points. So remember this guy right here? We checked in with this dude last time. He's a former prosecutor. I want to say he's something. Was it a judge or a prosecutor? I want to say a prosecutor. But this guy right here is saying that, you know, these are the 3 crucial moments of Nolan Wells' friends' interview. These are the 3 crucial points after he noticed after the friend spoke out.
Guys, on the Nolan Wells case, we have 3 developments here, but one in particular that I think are going to be crucial in giving you the inside baseball. 30 years as a homicide prosecutor, criminal defense lawyer, ran a prosecutor's office, have really done investigations, presented thousands of cases before the grand jury. The 3 boys and their civil attorney. Remember last week we were talking about how they're lawyering up, kind of giving the connotation that they're trying to hide something? Quite the contrary. They went on a podcast again. This one was for about an hour long with this guy, Officer Tatum, Brandon Tatum. And I think that there's a lot to be said. I'm telling you the 3 things that I think you need to look at that no one's really looking at, but are speaking loud and clear. Now, I previously talked about the idea that during the
I see in my inbox where somebody was saying Katie did an interview today. No. If Katie did an interview, that'd be everywhere. Did Katie do an interview today, gang? I see where 2 people came in my inbox saying they heard Katie did an interview today. Has anybody heard an interview from Katie? Because I ain't heard shit, I ain't seen shit. If Katie had an interview, we'll be showing that shit yesterday. Right now, I would have been showing that shit the minute we would have went live with that interview, gang. Has anybody heard about Katie doing an interview? Because I would have went live with that interview immediately. Yeah, don't be in my inbox trolling, gang. Don't be in my inbox trolling, y'all. If we hear anything from Katie, y'all, stay in them groups. Stay on Facebook. Stay checking on Katie. To all my people out there, I got a few spies out there. Shout out to my spies. They went and made white girl profiles and shit like they 19 years old. They done joined a few groups. Yeah, I got a few people in my chat that made spy channels. They white girls. They 19, 20, and they've been spying on shit, trying to see if Katie gonna make another move, say anything. We haven't heard anything from Katie quite yet, gang. Let's check back in with this former prosecutor. Nolan Wells' friend speak out. He said these are the 3 crucial moments.
Grand jury presentation that there wasn't an arrest. There could have been an arrest, probable cause, an arrest warrant issued before going to the grand jury. That wasn't done. So that's tell number 1. I'm going to get down to the big one in a minute. That there has yet to be a finding of any foul play or homicide. Now, I understand there's issues that still need to be done with regard to this investigation, but the fact is, prosecutors have to prove beyond a reasonable doubt to 12 jurors that the case is a homicide. We know nothing about that. In fact, the independent medical examiner, while they're saying it's undetermined, didn't say they saw any kind of deformities, contusions, abrasions, any kind of defensive wounds, puncture wounds, any fractured bones, anything of that nature. There's some slight discoloration in the back of the neck, which could also occur post-mortem, but it's what we don't see that's important. So we don't see an arrest. We don't see any finding of homicide yet. And now the third and crucial point. The interviewing that they're allowing to happen, guys, in this world, we all know as criminal defense lawyers, as prosecutors, even if you're innocent, you do not speak. There is a grand jury process that is underway here. So when you stand well, stand still. If you haven't been arrested, don't say.
Is that a guilty conscience, gang? Talk to me in the chat. Everybody keeps saying, why the fuck these boys keep doing interviews, man? Why are these guys doing interviews? Yeah. Why are these 3 white kids doing fucking interviews, man? Why do y'all keep sitting there talking to Officer Tatum? Well, some people say it's because they feel safe talking to Tatum. He knows damn well that they're on his side. So it's kind of more like a scripted show. Is it really an interview? Is it more of a scripted show they doing? You know what I mean? It's not. A lot of people feel like, why are they talking? We've seen what happened when the attorney spoke out today. Didn't go that well. Yeah, when the attorney sat down with somebody besides Officer Tatum, it didn't go that well. So when people keep saying, why are those guys speaking out? Why are Nolan's friends speaking out? It's because they sitting down talking to somebody who believes they goddamn story, every fucking word of it, and is willing to go to the end of earth to help them bag this shit up. Smash that like button, gang. Put some color in my chat, gang. Donate to the platform, y'all.
Anything that could possibly be used against you. But that's not what's happening. These kids are going on the offensive, and they're trying to go to the court of public opinion about defamation as opposed to worrying about a court of law. Look, behind the scenes, the lawyers know when you're a target of an investigation and when you're not a target of an investigation based upon the way the conversations are going on between you and the prosecutors. In fact, they have lawyers. These lawyers are with them when they're giving the statements. The lawyers aren't telling them not to speak. And one of the kids' mom is a judge, and yet they're still going out anyway. That speaks volumes to me. It's not what you see. It's what you're not seeing.
What you're seeing by this is a brazen confidence that they're not worried that what they're going to say is going to get them into trouble. And that's saying something. Just a data point. What do you think?
Do y'all think that's true? He's saying basically the boys are doing a lot of talking, but is it because they're innocent? You know what I mean? Are they confident, we're doing all this talking because they're innocent? Do y'all believe that? He said there's a good chance that maybe they're doing all this talking because they could be innocent. Or could they be trying to, make the public get off their ass? They say when they go places, they're getting threatened. People are running down on them. People running up on them with phones. Is this you, Warren? You son of a bitch. Is that you? You killed Nolan, motherfucker. It's going down everywhere they go. They say they terrified. Right? They barely leaving the house right now. They are trying to convince the public that they had nothing to do with the death of Nolan Wells. Do y'all think that's hurting them? Because every time they speak out, people gather some shit up and say, now, come on now. You didn't say that last time, or that's not what your lawyer said, or that's not what y'all been put. That's not what the media been saying. That's not what. Nah. Remember, y'all didn't know Katie at first. Now y'all know Katie. This and that and this. You say you last seen Nolan at 3:00. Now it's 4:30. It's been a lot of things they've been saying that people have been coming back. Kind of throwing in their face. You're lying, motherfucker. This is not adding up. Why do they keep doing interviews? Let's get to some more shit, gang. Let's hear from the former Mississippi judge, man. It says former Judge Moore reveals why Katie Nolan Wells' confession is probably true and interracial hate. Let's check in, man, because some people are saying, no, you got to stay with Katie, man. Shout out to Compton Bomb. I don't know if you're in here yet, Compton Bomb. I don't know if you're in here yet. But let's hear from Judge Moore. This is the guy right here that is a former Mississippi judge, a prosecutor, and he's saying that Katie's statement, might be what kind of crack this thing open, man. Smash that like button. Salute to everybody in the building, gang.
Will be the biggest asset.
Let's hear from figuring out exactly what's happening. Before we hear from the attorneys.
Katie seems to be, the young lady, Katie McCormick, seems to be a very important witness to be able to say, hey, where did you last see Nolan go towards last? Like, did you see him get on the boat with his friends? Like, how do you feel about her? Any issue with her not being publicly open? We haven't heard from her outside her sister's post. Any concerns with that?
Should we be worried about Katie? Y'all talk to the gang. Some of y'all in this chat say, nah, man, Katie is guilty than a motherfucker, man. Katie got everything to do with this. Yeah, some people letting Katie off the hook. Some people say, no, Katie ain't got nothing to do with this. The little white girl, she was just there. She was just hanging out. Yeah, she was with Nolan all day, but she don't know nothing. She truly stayed. Nolan left. She hasn't seen Nolan. But some people have been in my inbox and on this platform saying, bullshit, Katie no more. It's a good chance that Nolan did not get on that boat, and he actually stayed behind with Katie, and something happened. We talked about the Dixie Mafia yesterday. We talked about the KKK. We talked about the fact that a lot of these different groups could have been out there on Horn Island drinking, celebrating the 250th anniversary of this country. Come on, gang. Let's come on, let's keep it 1,000, man. Should we be looking everywhere, man? Or should we be just looking at, Nolan's friends? Smash that like button. Let's check in with the Mississippi judge. Smash that like button.
Yeah, she remains a person of interest to me personally. She's very key. She's going to be a star witness because how certain is she that he was going to get on a boat with his friends that he came with? Did anyone else hear him say that? What time did he tell her that? Did she see him physically go towards the boat like he was going to get on? Who did she ride back with? Yeah, she's gonna be very key. But what leads me to believe that she's probably more likely telling the truth than others is that she didn't lawyer up. She's been willing.
They say she didn't lawyer up. They say Katie did not lawyer up. Katie sat there and talked with law enforcement without an attorney. Compton Bomb said, yeah, we should worry about Shady. That's Shady Katie. He said she's going to be the star witness. Now, Compton Bomb, do you mean star witness like she don't got nothing to do with it, but she's the piece that can really make them boys look bad, that can make Nolan's friends look bad? She know for a fact that he got on that boat. When you say star witness, she's going to be the witness who say, yeah, I saw Nolan going towards them, leaving to get on that boat. Is that what you mean? Because that could be a star witness. Or do you mean, no, she play a role in this? She was on that boat too. Or they done called her. She been talking to people. She know exactly what's going on. Like talk to me, Compton Bomb. Where we at with this thing, man? Talk to me, fam. Where are we at with this thing, man? Salute to everybody. Rock with me, gang. Shout out to H&K, man. Let me see. RIP Nolan. Thanks for all the coverage, Sco. I love your channel. Shout out to Melissa, gang. Shout out to Melissa. Yeah, Melissa 6. Shout out to Melissa 6K5. Salute, gang. Shout out. Welcome to the Sco, gang. Welcome to the Sco, gang. Let me see. D Rich said, Flacco asked today, possible 4th or 5th boat. That's a lot of boats we throw in there, D Rich. That's a lot of boats we throw in there. But then again, it was a lot of boats out there. Who was with who? We know them 3 boats left Grandpa's house. But you're right. How many boats was out there really with them guys? Could have been another boat Nolan body was on. I say that, Sco. When Katie talks, it's over with. She knows exactly who, what, and when, what happened, and when happened. I said key witness. Okay, shout out to Miss Poochie. Miss Poochie is saying she feel like Katie is most definitely going to be the star witness in this thing. That Katie is going to be the person that has already talked to authorities, and she's the one that's going to solve this thing. But remember, y'all, they saying Katie has already talked to the authorities. Then why ain't no arrest being made? If Katie is going to be the star witness, a star witness got to be somebody that help get somebody arrested. A star witness is somebody that's helping, get somebody locked up. And so far, we're not seeing that. So what the fuck is Katie telling investigators? Whatever she's telling them is not getting nobody locked up. So is Katie cooperating, telling them something about the boys that they need to know to solve a murder case? Or is she just cooperating their story, saying, yeah, I just seen Nolan. He said he was going to get on the boat, but I never actually saw him get on the boat. I mean, I thought that's what he said. What is Katie? I asked her this yesterday. I said, what is Katie telling investigators? Smash that like button, yeah. Let's check back in with the judge. We finna check in with the attorneys, y'all, of Nolan's friends. We finna check in with Nolan's friends' attorneys on Nancy Grace. Oh, and this shit is finna be fireworks. Light your gas up and pull your drink up right now.
To speak to her sister from the beginning without any one saying that she lawyered up. So if she had something to hide, it seems that she would have lawyered up or not been even allowing her sister to speak.
He said she hide evidence.
I'm still confused as to why her sister is speaking versus her, but
yeah,
at least someone is getting her side out there.
I think we want to see her on camera and release at least that portion of what maybe has happened.
Correct.
Yeah.
And I believe there's some allegations that her father may have been out there on a boat.
I've heard that as well.
And did she ride back with her father? Was her father left out there? I would want to know the exact nature of her relationship with Nolan. Had they just met for the very first time? Did they have any prior history? Had they been fooling around secretly, or was this their first time ever coming into contact with each other? And how did their family feel about it? Either initial thing or something that had been long standing.
Yeah. Have you heard of other cases, familiar cases like this?
Like the Nolan Wells case? The closest thing I've come to learn is of a case here in Georgia where a black woman went to spend the night with some white women. They had a
That's right.
adult pajama party, and I understand that all the white women survived, and the black woman was found dead the next morning, and no one really knows exactly what happened.
Yeah.
So that's the closest thing I've come to find to the Nolan Wells thing, where you had a group of people of various races. Well, there was one black woman and I guess 4 or 5 white women, and no one really knows how she ended up dead the next morning. In this instance, you had several white individuals on an island, and I'm
gonna say this, yeah. I want to say this, man. Look, I don't give a damn what nobody say. I don't give a fuck what it is, man. I don't care if you white, black, Mexican. If my kinfolk, my loved one, anybody, one of my kids, God forbid, if somebody I know and love went somewhere with a group of friends and they all spent the night, and then one person, and the next morning everybody wake up, but my kinfolk over there dead, nigga, we suspicious. So I know we hear about these stories about white people and that one black person, but that's not really the reason why. It's just suspicious all around. Now, the fact that you're the only black person there makes it 10 times more suspicious. I get that. But you really don't give a damn. You're like, nah, fam. You know what I mean? Nah, something ain't right. Look at the Kanika Jenkins case. Everybody covered the Kanika Jenkins case, and then was young black women she was with. So it's not just about it being white friends. It's just about the fact overall it's just suspicious and don't make sense that people need answers. Yeah, so everybody always, oh, it's a race thing. 3 white people, 1 black boy. No, we don't care if he's other black dudes, Mexican dudes, Chinese dudes, Indian dudes. No, take that Indian shit back. The Indians did it. All right, take that last part back. Let's get back to topic. It's just suspicious, gang. Like I said, look at the Kanika Jenkins case, man. It don't matter what the race is. People want to know what happened to their loved one, man.
Not hard to figure out who was there because every person there got there by vote.
Yeah.
And the captain would have to have a list of everyone on the boat, on his or her boat that got out there. So we'll be able to figure out, or the family should be able to figure out, law enforcement should be able to figure out who was on the island, and they should be able to question each one of them under oath, either via subpoena. They can voluntarily come in, they can be subpoenaed, taken down to the station. But they should be able to question all of those individuals, and based on their body, based on their answers and their mannerisms, they should be able to tell who's telling the truth. I know lie detector tests are not admissible in court, but certain people may be willing to take lie detector tests and help us figure out who's telling the truth or not.
Now, one of the things, and this is kind of as we go towards the end of the conversation.
Yeah, about that lie detector test. Keep that in your mind, gang. Lie detector test. Remember that? Yeah, hold on to that. We're going to need that later on, gang. Everybody take a lie detector test or whatever kind of bullshit testing was. Keep that in mind. Hold on to that.
It's been great, insightful.
Yeah, hold on to that.
Now, one of the things that keep coming up is that there were so many people out there. Somebody had to have seen something. It reminded me, well, it didn't remind me of, but there's a story I came across. This is way back in the day. Story of Lamar Smith. He was a gentleman that was helping African Americans. He was black himself, helping African Americans with absentee ballots back in the day. And he ended up being killed in front of the courthouse while he was doing this help. And it also would turn out that there was at least 30 witnesses, including a sheriff. Would you be surprised if people saw Nolan or something happened to him and they're just not speaking? Like a large amount of people?
I wouldn't be surprised if I knew exactly the reasons they may not be speaking. Back in I guess you're talking about something.
Hold on, get something straight. No matter how you look at this thing, people are trying to say a large group of people didn't give a fuck about Nolan. Whether one boy killed him on the boat and 6, 7, 8 other friends seen it, 9, 10 other friends seen it and didn't say shit, and everybody being quiet. Whether Katie knows something and she being quiet, or whether something happened to Nolan on Horn Island and a lot of people witnessed that shit being quiet. Either way, I think we all agree, if Nolan Wells was murdered, people witnessed this shit. It wasn't 1, 2, 3, 4. It had to be at least 10, 15, 20, or at least 6, 7, 8 people that witnessed what happened to Nolan Wells. If y'all feel like he was murdered, smash that like button. Salute to everybody bidding y'all. Put some color in the chat. Y'all decorate my chat with color.
Maybe it happened in the 50s or 60s. One of the person was killed right there on the courthouse steps, and I believe in broad daylight. And it was witnessed by several people, and everyone knew who did. Everyone that witnessed it knew exactly who killed them, but no one was ever brought to justice. In Mississippi, the only thing as bad as being the N-word is being an N lover. And so
is that in present day?
No. He said the only thing in Mississippi worse than being a goddamn nigger is a motherfucking nigger lover. I hope it ain't too early in the show. How much? 32 minutes? I might have threw that N-word. I might have threw that ER. I might have threw that out there too hard, too early. But, you know, it is what it is, man. They say it when we not around. So yeah, you know what I mean? People on YouTube. Y'all saying we not around. The worst thing is more worse than a nigger in Mississippi is a goddamn nigger loving ass white bitch. Smash that like button, gang. Salute to everybody in the building, y'all.
It is coming. It's coming back. When I was growing up there, it was not so much, but I believe now in the current climate, it's becoming more prevalent that you do not want to be the N-word or considered the N lover, and it could potentially have some ramifications. You're going to be socially ostracized, and depending on who, if this was foul play, depending on who may have killed or caused or contributed to Nolan's death, people could be concerned about their own safety, and if they say something, they may think they may be killed themselves.
Want to watch the full interview? Well, it's available.
Salute to Hype News, man. Salute, I fuck with Hype News. Salute to Hype News, man. Let's get to it, gang. We ain't got no more time to waste. Yeah, let's get to it, man. Because yesterday, right, during the interview, right, with Nolan's friends, during the interview, hold on, man. YouTube just sent me a notification, man. Oh, okay, cool. It's just a poll from Nancy Gracie. Okay, I was like, well, here we go. You know what I mean? They caught me. I was like, yeah, I got it. And it's crazy. I'm black, and I say it. Don't white people act like they get more mad when black people say nigga or nigger with. You know what I mean? We say the N word. I mean, they be mad. Like, man, why do you care? Get the fuck out of here, man. Yeah, get the fuck out of here. Let me see. I lost what the hell I was saying. What was I say? Oh yeah. We figure out I figure out the interviews. Because when we seen the boys do their second interview yesterday with the attorney there, one of the attorneys was there. That attorney was popping shit, man. Remember, I told y'all that. I said that attorney kind of had me kind of like, hold on now, what's going on here? The attorney was talking shit. He was sounding real confident, but I thought about it today. I said, bro, that's why my chat was telling me not to fall for that shit, man. Shout out to my chat, man, because y'all didn't fall for that shit yesterday. Y'all was telling me, Sko, get your nuts out your stomach, man. Somebody even sent me a cash app. A nigga sent me a cash app and said, Sko, don't bitch up on me now, nigga. Now we in this shit, nigga. Shout out to Sassy TV. Chris Como said he saw the the toxicology results. I did see that, Sassy TV. Shout out to Sassy TV. Who was that sent me that? Sko, don't start bitching up on me now. That was Michael Brown. Shout out to my nigga Mike Brown, man. Whoever my nigga Mike Brown cashed at me and said, Sko, don't start bitching up now, nigga. You know what I mean? Wipe that shit off. Let's go. You know what I mean? Nigga, let's go. Nigga, I'm over here nervous and shit. Like, man, I don't know what's going on, fam. He cooking. But it turns out he was cooking because he was talking to Tatum. They all run together. They're buddy. They're in this shit together. Of course, he was popping this shit talking to the home team. But when they went on Nancy Grace today, man, a lot of shit, man. They got the fumbling the ball, man. Shit didn't sound so confident no more, gang. Smash that like button, salute everybody building, gang. Shit didn't sound that confident no more today, gang. Oh, that shit was confident yesterday. Today, oh, that shit didn't sound so confident at all, man. And if y'all don't know, them boys also went and hollered at Tatum for a minute, too. I'm going to go there, too. Y'all know them boys went and hollered at Tatum. Stop the bullshit. Y'all know them attorneys went over there and hollered at Tatum today, too, man. We going to go there, too, man. They spoke to Tatum for a little bit, too. Of course, they had to do damage control. Right after Nancy Grace, they ran to Tatum. Say, fam, say, open the door, kiddo. They ran to that nigga, fam. Nancy Grace was over there cooking, man. Shout out to Nancy Grace, y'all. This is the final boss of Karens. You did? Yeah. Nancy Grace, man. Nancy Grace probably smoked that gas, though. Yeah. Nancy Grace, I was gonna say Nancy Grace like she called the police because she smelled some gas, but some good weed burning. But nah, Nancy Grace is most definitely smoking that gas. Yeah, Nancy Grace most definitely in her backyard smoking a joint late night. You got like fucked up. I just thought about that shit. Nancy Grace is blowing that gas. Nancy Grace cooked today, man. All the hard questions, all the things that people wanted to hear somebody ask them, attorneys, the type of shit that that Tatum wouldn't ask them. Everything Tatum wouldn't ask them. Everything Tatum wouldn't ask him, Nancy did. She got the cooking on their ass. Had them boys fumbling and looking frustrated and flustered and turning red and shit. And hold on, I thought they was gonna argue with her a few times. Man, y'all, let's check out what happened over on Nancy Grace when Nolan Wells' friends, the white guys, the ones on the boat, they attorneys took the show to Nancy Grace today, and this might have been the wrong motherfucking move. Smash the light button, light the gas up, gang. It's a good time to fire up, gang. Fire that shit up.
There's a big honking mark, subcutaneous, deep reddening tissue on his occipital. If I hit somebody in the back of the head, it'd be right there.
There was no indication that there was any kind of contusions on the hand, the arm, no kind of defensive event.
Back to Officer Tatum, star of the Officer Tatum on YouTube, have the friends taken polygraphs?
Ooh.
Well, from my understanding, all but I believe one took a polygraph. And from what
it's crazy. Look, I'm not even seeing how she really cooking. You know, when we seen her do this in the very beginning, we didn't realize that she putting pieces together. They wouldn't edit this motherfucker and put everything together and to show y'all some of the shit that's gonna be asked. We asked this nigga some of that shit too. Let's see how shit sound. Let's see if the answers are the same. Remember, Tatum was speaking up for these boys. He was the attorney. Yeah, he ran down there to play lawyer before they got some lawyers. He was playing attorney. Let's see if his answers matches these damn attorneys' answers. Smash that like button, suit everybody building.
Was told to me that they all passed, and all of the ones that took a polygraph took one without a lawyer, and they cooperated with law enforcement. So, from my understanding, everybody took a polygraph test. Why do you say that's from what you
understand? Did they tell you they took a poly and passed?
Yes, ma'am. They told me that they did it. I wasn't there, so that's why I'm saying from my understanding, they told me that all the boys except one, which is Warren, I believe, took a polygraph test. All of them did not have lawyers and did it and cooperated with police. Warren also cooperated with police. I just believe he didn't take a lot to take the test, but Warren is the young man that I interviewed. So according to what they told me, they all took a lot to take test and passed. And it's an equivalent of a lot to take the test. It's not a traditional lot to take test, but it's the same theology of trying to get to if a person is lying. I don't know the name of it. It's an equivalent of a lot of tests. It's a different methodology. Yeah, I don't believe it was a polygraph test. I believe they took other stressors in order to analyze if the people were telling the truth or not.
Did they take a polygraph would be no. That is Officer Tatum from the Officer Tatum on YouTube. Joining us tonight are two very special guests. They are convinced of the friends. And when I say quoties, I don't mean they are or they're not friends, because I don't know. The young men on the Triton boat that took Nolan Wells to Horn Island. Many argue he was on the boat on the return when foul play occurred. Many argue he was not. In fact, the timeline has blown up because there are reports that Nolan Wells was seen on the island after the friends.
Yeah, that hat is crazy, y'all. You know what I mean? That hat is, yeah, he wore that same dumbass hat in the last interview. That hat is stupid. You know what I mean? But yeah, those are the attorneys, y'all. These are the Donald Trump defamation attorneys. These are the guys that, you know, that's gonna do the defamation lawsuits, and you know, if any criminal charges that come, they also, I think, would do that as well. These are the boys, you know, representation. This is their attorneys. Smash that like button. Let's hear from them.
Boat left, which would exonerate them. Is that true? I don't know, and I'm trying to find out. For me, nobody's guilty, and everybody's a suspect because we don't know the truth yet, but we will. Joining us tonight, Tyler Cox, the lawyer for several of the young men with the law firm Taylor and Cox, him being the Cox. Also with us, another veteran trial lawyer, Edward Pulsick, attorney for the boys as well. Actually, they're not boys. They're adults in the eyes of the law due to their age. Gentlemen, thank you for being with us tonight. My first question to clear up this matter: have your clients taken polygraphs? First to you, Tyler Cox.
Nancy, my clients have not taken a polygraph test. And I can tell you why. Because any lawyer worth their salt is going to tell their clients not to take a polygraph test under any circumstances. Two of my clients went in and made statements with me. We're not going to I'm not going to do a polygraph test because, one, as you know, they're not admissible in court. And so it wasn't going to be admissible anyway. You should never, ever, if you're a lawyer, allow your clients to take a polygraph test. Now, we allowed investigators from the jump to have access to their phones, their Life 360, everything. We have cooperated implicitly every step of the way. But no, they didn't take polygraph tests. But what I'll tell you is one of the other boys, who I won't mention their name, but I'm sure that you've heard, took one. The girl that Nolan was with took a stress analysis voice test, and so did the other boy. So that's the test they took. Both of them passed. And so, again, no lawyer worth the salt is going to tell his clients to take a polygraph test or anything like that.
I would like to corroborate part of what Tyler Cox just said. Any defense attorney, whether they're convinced, truly convinced their client is innocent or guilty, they're not going to allow a poly. I've never seen that. I've had a couple of lawyers, maybe 3, in all the years I practiced, all the people I put behind bars, consent before trial to a poly. 3. And they were all criminal cases that carried severe penalties. So what he's saying is true, even if you think your client is innocent.
So Tatum lied. Point blank period. Tatum lied. You know what I mean? Tatum lied. Tatum point blank, flat out ass lied. There's no way around it. Yeah. There's no way around the fact that Tatum lied. You know what I mean? Whether you agree with Nancy or not, whether you agree with these dudes or not, there's no way around them. Officer Tatum, you lied to us, bro. You lied. You lied.
Very rarely will you see a defense lawyer say, sure, take a poly. However, I disagree with you regarding their admittance into court. Polygraphs are allowed in civil trials. O.J. Simpson, he flunked horribly. And if both sides stipulate to the polygraph's admittance before the polygraph is taken, it can come into a criminal trial. The reality is that never happens. That never happens.
Right. At the time that we first cooperated with police, the first very week, the days after, just 1 to 2 days after the disappearance of Nolan Wells, we're not thinking about a civil suit. We're not thinking about that. We're thinking about how can we provide as much information to authorities so that they can find Nolan Wells. And it was not until after we spoke to officers and investigators that Nolan, unfortunately, his body was found on Horn Island, washed up. And it's unfortunate. And I hate that for Nolan because by all accounts, he was an incredible person. He was just truly remarkable in almost every sense of the word. But, I mean, we're not thinking about a civil suit at that point in time. We're trying to help authorities find our friend, who we can't find either.
Edward Pulsick joining us in addition to Tyler Cox, both of them veteran trial lawyers. He is with Taylor Dykema. Edward, how did you get involved in this case?
Watch this.
Well, I'd rather not talk about that. I can just tell you this. I can tell you that it was through a friend of a friend.
You're kidding, right? You're kidding me. Because when you tell me I'd rather not answer.
Well, I want to protect the names.
Igniting me to find out how you got involved in the case.
Well, hold on. I can tell you a little bit more. I can tell you this. I can tell you a close friend who knows the Ocean Springs, Mississippi community very, very well.
Oh, wow. This just sound like some racist shit. This just sound like some racist shit, bro. This just sound like some racist shit, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. First thing I think about is, you know what I mean? What secret society? Who came and put this bug in y'all ear? Who came to y'all? You making it clear. I'm not getting into that. I don't want to get into all that now about how we got connected with the boys and this and that and the other shit. How we the call we got from, who we got it from, the meeting we had, the shit that went down, the things that been put in place. I can't go there. This motherfucker scared. Yeah. What movie was that from? This nigga scared. Rest in peace, Pac, man. Yeah, R.I.P. Pac. The Tupac trial is going on right now, too, gang. Rest in peace to Tupac, man. Smash that like. I know y'all have seen Juice.
Is from the area. Connected me to a friend of his. And then I found myself speaking to Tyler here. And Tyler and I instantly became very close friends. We both have blue pickup trucks, so now we're the Blues Brothers. We just became very close. We hit it off. Then I had the opportunity to speak to Warren, speak to Morgan, speak to Jax, and we hit it off also. And I immediately realized these are incredibly fine young men.
Notice he did not name. Notice this shit, gang. This dude is slipping up all over the board, man. Ever since they handed this nigga the ball right here, this nigga, yeah, he getting ripped up and shit. Nigga missing layups and shit out there. Yeah, keep the ball at this nigga right here hand, man. Yeah, leave it to Beaver looking ass, man. I seen somebody in the chat, yeah, leave it to Beaver looking ass, man. Yeah, keep the ball at his hands, man. He just told us basically you ain't talked to Bart. You ain't talked to Bart. Of course, I know they're gonna say, well, Bart got his own lawyer. We get that, but as far as finding out what happened in Nolan Wells, as far as you being, in front of this investigation, you ain't talked to Bart. You ain't talked to Eric. You ain't talked to Wyatt. You keep naming these same 3 boys in the interview. It's more than them, man. Those, man, fucking Morgan name and Jack's name, they name wasn't even in this shit just like that, for real. We was talking about Wyatt, Bart, Warren. We know the names from the CETO call, this and that. So, yeah, you notice they keep pointing at them 3 guys, man. We want to know about the other 3 as well. Smash that like button. Salute to everybody been a gang. We not leaving no stone unturned, gang.
I realized right away I wanted to help them out.
Ed, to you and Tyler. I'm not saying they have lied, and I'm not saying they haven't lied. I don't know. I have no reason to disbelieve your clients or to believe them. But you do know that people can look you right in the face and lie through your teeth, and you believe them. I've done it. I've had witnesses that I found out were lying to me, and it was a huge blow. I've had police officers. I worked a child trafficking case. My first child trafficking case. Worked it. I finally found the little girl. I went into a room full of sex workers. They went, she's in there. I'm like, there's no child in there. They went, she's the one in the white boots. She looked like she was 38 years old. She's 14. That said, we won the case. But fast forward about 10 months later, I was walking through the grand jury room and I saw these horrible federal court sketches. I'm like, oh my stars. Is that who I think it is? It was my vice cops. They had been stealing from dopers and they got indicted by the feds. And I had been out on the street with them every day for months trying to prove a child trafficking case. So just because somebody tells you the sky is blue does not mean the sky is blue. You do know that, right?
Well, I can tell you this. They were off Horn Island at 4:30 p.m. on July 4th. And Nolan Wells was seen alive.
Now we're getting somewhere. How can you prove that to me other than them telling you?
Look at him. He looked flustered and shit. Look at him. Pee Wee Herman looking ass, man. That's what we look like for real. That's what we've been thinking. I don't know if y'all said in the chat, but that's what I've been really thinking about all night, man. Pee Wee Herman looking ass. You feel me? Yeah. I know Nolan Wells left at 4. I mean, I know the guys left at 4:31, but Nolan Wells to that. I got 2 witnesses to say. Let's talk about these witnesses, man, because these are the most definitely mysterious ass witnesses, man. Let's break this shit down, gang, because they really finna fuck up just here in a minute, man. Smash that like button. Salute to everybody. But y'all rest in peace to Nolan Wells, man. Smash that like button, gang. Decorate my chat, gang.
I assume you've got GPS tracking and the call to CETO?
We have witnesses, among other things, but I can also tell you this. They were off the island at 4:30 p.m., and Nolan Wells was seen alive by multiple people at 6 p.m., still on the island. And I'm sure Tyler would be happy to elaborate on that. But this is a no doubt 100%.
Please tell me, Tyler,
yes.
because I don't believe any of these people, and I don't disbelieve any of these people. I want to hear about witnesses that spotted him alive after 4:30, because I believe I can confirm the boat left around 4:30. And I'm referring to the Triton. That's the boat they were on. There are a lot of boats. Let's see the video of all the boats out there. So when I say Triton, I'm talking about the boat Nolan was on the way to the island. There's a lot of boats out there and a lot of witnesses too. This is from the Officer Tatum. Okay. There are witnesses placing him there at 6.
Hold on. Shout to Rod Marley said, look at we shot to Uncle Willie D. He tied the government to it. Shout to Rod Marley. Salute again. Shout to Sassy TV. Say, yep, Tatum lies. So shout to Sassy TV and Rob, man. Salute to everybody, Bitter Gang. Salute, gang. Nancy Grace is over here cooking these boys, man.
And I want to be very clear, gentlemen, that I'm not convinced he drowned just because somebody said so. Even if he did drown, that does not mean that there wasn't foul play. Why is that mark on the back of his head? Was he hit on the head and fell in the water? Was he held under the water? Was it an accident? I don't know. But I am very interested in witnesses.
Look, check out him. Why is he smiling and laughing so hard? Check this out. Look right. Look. Keep your eyes on this dude right here.
There wasn't foul play. Why is that mark on
Watch
the back
this.
of his head? Was he hit on the head and fell in the water? Was he held under the water? Was it an accident? I don't know.
I guess he got his mic muted. He was trying to cut her off and say some shit. She had him muted up. Okay, that's what's going on.
But
okay, what's
I
so funny,
am
motherfucker?
very interested in witnesses that place him alive at 6 p.m. Please tell me, Tyler Cox.
So, Nancy, look, we have had multiple witnesses reach out to us, 2 confirmed witnesses that saw Nolan Wells on the island around 6 p.m. on July 4th, well after the Triton, as you said, left around 4:30. And so those witnesses have went to investigators, they've talked to the police, and they've done what they're supposed to do. We've cooperated 100%. So has
Where did they
those
see
witnesses.
him, Tyler Cox? Where did the witnesses see them? Do they know him well enough to make a positive ID? Hey, speaking of a positive ID, control room, please pull up a photo that we showed a couple of days ago. There are 2 or 3 women, white females, walking along the beach, as I recall, each clad in a bikini. There is one, I believe, a white male and one black male walking with them. That can you zoom in a little bit? That's not really helping me that much. For instance, did your witnesses know Nolan? Can they identify him? Because I'm looking right at this and I cannot identify if the male behind the female on the white, the female wearing a white hat, I can't tell if that's Nolan or not. It's a very blurry photo. I can't make it out. So, do your witnesses know him? I mean, let me see my guess, please. Mr. Polczyk, Mr. Cox, I know the 2 of you. I don't see both of them. There they are. The 2 of you have tried a lot of cases, as have I, to get in or attack an eyewitness. You, and it's in the code, the official code of Mississippi annotated. There are prescribed methods under which you cross-examine an eyewitness. For instance, does the witness know the target? Was the lighting sufficient? How far away was the witness? What were the conditions of the eyewitness identification? Was the eyewitness inebriated or high or otherwise incapacitated? How far away were they? Do they wear glasses? It goes on and on and on. It's laid out in the code. Tell me about these witnesses. How do they know it was Nolan? Hey, control room, show me that picture of Nolan on the boat. He's bent over. All I can see are his legs and his behind. The only reason I think that's Nolan is because it matches his swimsuit. Did they see that? How can they identify Nolan? First to you, Tyler.
Well, I'm not sure if the witnesses saw that picture that you just put on screen, but I can confirm to you that these witnesses know Nolan. They've known him for a long time. They were able to make a positive ID. And they told that to investigators. They told them that from the very start.
Had they been drinking?
That I do not know.
How?
That's crazy. You know what I mean? We didn't heard reports come out and say that not only was Nolan Wells drinking, I mean, but he was full of cocaine, this and that. But as far as these witnesses, you know what I mean? You mean tell me y'all interviewed these people? Y'all didn't ask them nothing about nothing. Y'all can tell us that Nolan was on coke and this and that, but you didn't ask the witnesses that were y'all drinking. I mean, you know, like what state of mind were y'all in? Are y'all sure y'all seen this person? What time was it? This, that, and the other. You really run through there with them witnesses for real, for real. You know what I mean? It's too late to give them a alcohol, blood test, liver, all that kind of shit. It's too late for it, but at least ask them how much have y'all been drinking. That's gonna matter in court. You know what I mean? How But they didn't even ask the 2 witnesses that. They didn't ask them shit about. They don't know if they were drinking. They can't tell us shit about these witnesses. Just that 2 people, they saw Nolan after 6 o'clock and they're very familiar with who Nolan is. But they ain't went and told his parents that shit. This shit, come on, gang, smash that light, but something ain't adding up, man. Something ain't adding up. Look at his face. Look at his face right now. Yeah. Look at the dad of Roseanne with a goddamn beard. Yeah. Look at the dad of Roseanne and shit. Smash that like button, gang.
Are they sure it was 6 o'clock? Look, I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm asking the questions I would ask in court. How do they know it was 6 o'clock? Did they go, oh, there's Nolan Wells at 6 p.m.?
Well, I'm pretty sure, Nancy, they were aware of the time. I'm not sure if they were drinking or not, but they're the ones that came forward to police and investigators, and that's their story to tell. What I'm telling you is they made a positive ID on Nolan Wells around 6 o'clock, and they told that to investigators, all while our clients were off the island around 4:30. So we have positive identification on Nolan on the island an hour and a half after our clients left. So, as you know from your experience as a prosecutor, they can't do two things at once. They can't be on the island at 6 o'clock and be on the boat going off the island at 4:30. So that's where we are. Our clients have nothing to do with the death of Nolan Wells. We don't know how he died. We want to know. Please tell us. Somebody. We want to know just as much as anyone else. Our clients loved Nolan Wells. They were brothers to Nolan Wells. I've still yet to hear one bad thing about Nolan Wells. He was a good Ocean Springs kid. Just as Chuck Bordeaux says all the time in the courtroom, these are good Ocean Springs people. So Nolan was a good Ocean Springs person too. They love Nolan. We want to know. Will someone please
just stop right there,
tell us?
Tyler? Tyler.
Yeah.
I've got 1 hour.
She stopped him. Get off that bullshit, man. He's a great Ocean Springer. You know what I mean? He's a great guy. We love him, man. You don't even know. I mean, they love him. I mean, I meant to say they love him. Yeah. She just stop the bullshit, man. We get it. You're being paid. The gifts and goes in y'all name, motherfucker. We get it. We understand you're fucking, yeah. We understand all your goddamn energy you putting into this shit, bro. You're getting paid a good bag for this. Smash that like button. Yeah. Shout out to Nancy Grace for just cutting off that bullshit he was just talking right now. I mean, we don't want to hear that shit, man. He was a great Ocean Springer.
Nobody's running from miscongeniality. Let's just let it be noted, judicial notice. They were all good. Everybody's good. Okay.
There we go.
Tyler.
Yes.
The witnesses that came forward. Here's something that would tend to corroborate them is if multiple witnesses said the same thing.
Right.
Witnesses.
There we go. Shout out to Nancy Grace, man, for pointing it out. That's what I would have asked him. I would say, so you mean to tell me, bro, that all these damn people out here, y'all say it's about damn 1,000 people out here, boats everywhere and shit like that. It was Nolan had other friends out here, other people out here and shit that he knew him as coach and some of his other homies and shit. You mean to tell me only 2 people that knows Nolan saw him, but nobody else did? Only 2 people that fucking knew him saw him and nobody else did. Okay, cool. Why ain't they told his fucking parents this yet? They know him so well. That's one of Nolan's buddies. They some motor guys, whatever. They know him, but they ain't went and told his parents yet. Hey, no, we did see. We saw Nolan. He was out there after 6 o'clock. You know what I mean? That would push the investigation probably more to that island. But they ain't said shit yet. They talked to investigators. They talked to these motherfuckers. But they friends with Nolan Wells. They know Nolan so well. They can recognize him. They know Nolan, but they ain't talked to nobody else but these people. That shit sounds suspicious in the motherfucker, gang. That just sounds suspicious, man. That sounds like some bullshit. That sounds like some bullshit. They ain't went talk to Christine and them yet, but they went talk to just all y'all people. That's like no, I'm not buying that for some reason. Y'all not buying that shit.
Separated in time and space. Witnesses that are not all friends. Witnesses that are not good friends with your clients that may have a reason to be fuzzy on the time. I'm not saying they are or that they're not. Here's my question to you. Are these witnesses friends of your clients?
I don't think they're friends, and they're not even the same age.
Okay.
I don't think they're friends. He didn't say they wasn't friends. He said, I don't think they, bro, you should know all this shit, man. You didn't talk to these witnesses. You talk to your clients. You would not say, I don't think they're friends. Like, what does that mean? You know what I mean? Like, do they know him or not, bro? See, you know what I mean? Say, leaving that space there. Like, do they know him or not? Some do. I mean, do your clients know these 2 witnesses or not? Yes, they fucking do. I guarantee you. You know what I mean? I don't think they're friends. We didn't ask you if they, nigga, do they know each other? Or do they know y'all clients? Yes, the 2 witnesses knows that y'all clients. They know them. These guys all know each other. If they know Nolan, they know them. They say anytime Nolan's on Horn Island, he with them. If they know Nolan, they know him. And he gonna say, I don't think they know. You lied. You just lied to us. That's a lie. Yeah, that's a lie, fam. You're lying right now. I gotta call it how it is, gang. Y'all know we hear shit that don't sound real. When we think Ben Crump is full of shit, when we think this and that, we say everything. We unbiased over here. And right now, these two attorneys, they full of shit.
Next question. How many witnesses place him there on the island at 6-ish?
At least 2 that I know.
2. Do the witnesses know each other?
Yes.
Were they together that day?
Yes.
Have they had a chance to discuss their recollections with each other before they came to police?
Well, I'm sure they did. Nancy, look, they did what they were supposed to do, and they spoke to police officers. And you know as well as I do that if investigators or a DA's office...
I'm telling you, I know who the witness is, gang. I think I know who one of the witnesses is, man. You dig? I think I know who one of the witnesses is, gang. Yeah. I think, and I'm gonna show it after the show. I'm gonna save it. But I think I know who one of the witnesses might be. Smash that like button. Salute. I'm gonna reveal that when we done. Smash that like button. Salute to everybody in the building.
Had any sort of probable cause
I know who
to make an arrest in a case like this, they would have.
Or they may be gathering evidence to make sure they've got all the evidence that there is. I mean, I would wait until I had all the evidence, including a completed autopsy. You know what? I'm going to jump ahead. But regarding the body, regarding Nolan's body, we've heard all sorts of inflammatory things. But the one thing that, well, many things are very interesting and probative. For instance, why was Nolan's neck of so much interest to the original medical examiner that it was removed? His foot wasn't removed. His toe wasn't removed. His ear wasn't removed. Why his neck? The lungs and the neck were removed, which obviously Edward Pulsick touches on COD, cause of death. I understand why the medical examiner took his lungs. He had to run tests on them to determine, did he drown? Of course, all three of us know you can drown and there still be foul play. Somebody whacked you on the head. If somebody held you underwater, it could be any number of things, or it could be an innocent drowning. But why the throat? What was curious about the throat, Ed? Were there marks on the throat? Was there a ligature mark? Was there manual strangulation? Was there a compression? Were there bruises? Were there scratches? I don't know. Was a hyoid missing? I could go on, but I won't. Do either of you know what was of interest to the medical examiner in the removal of Nolan's throat?
I'll tell you this. Listen, we're not coroners. We're not medical examiners. We want to know what happened to him just as much as everyone else. Quite frankly, more. Because Nolan was their best friend. Warren, Morgan, Jax. Nolan was their best friend. We want to know what happened. We haven't examined Nolan's body. We're not scientists.
I just thought maybe you had been somehow told why they took his throat. Okay, that's a no. We don't know why they took his throat.
Yeah, we don't want to speculate.
Let me start with an open-ended question to you, gentlemen. I started with, why haven't they taken a polygraph? I want to hear what your clients are saying happened that day, because my interest is piqued because you stated a young lady, and I assume this is Katie, the mysterious Katie, who turns out not to be that mysterious at all. Much was made of that. Now, one thing about Katie, originally, one or some of your clients said he was with some girl, we don't know her. Then it turned out they had been texting with her. So they did know her.
Is that, tell me this, gang, talk to me, gang. Is that how it started? Because my memory was getting a little bit blurry, man. Shout out to John Dope, man. Shout out to John Dope. Salute to John Dope. Shout out to goddamn Renee Thomas, too, man. Salute to Renee Thomas. Salute to everybody in the building, gang. Salute, man. F.O. Dread. Salute to F.O. Dread. Is that how it started out? When this thing first all started, did they claim that they did not know Katie, y'all? Talk to me, gang. Y'all be honest with me, gang. I mean, it's been like a month, damn near what? I want to say about 35, 36 days since this whole, maybe longer than that. Maybe almost about 37 days since this whole thing we start talking about this. In the beginning, did the boys say they did not know who Katie was? They didn't know her at all. Because we know later on they was talking about, she was texting somebody and this and that. And I think they had spoke with her. Smash that like button, gang. Did in the beginning, did the boys say, did Nolan's friends say that they did not know who Katie was?
There may be an innocent explanation for that or not. So explain to me, who are they talking about when they said he was with a girl, we don't know her? He had never met her before, but yet they were texting with Katie, the girl he had been with. I'll throw that to you, Tyler. Do you know the answer to that?
Let's go.
Sure. So they didn't know Katie, and they believe that Nolan didn't know Katie before that day. But you have to remember, once they started getting suspicious that Nolan wasn't with them anymore, they start asking themselves, okay, well, where's Nolan? They start texting everyone that they knew. Hey, have you seen Nolan? Do you know where Nolan is? Did he make it back home? All before they called Christine Wells that night, they start asking everybody. And so eventually they end up getting, through mutual friends, whoever, Katie's number. And so I believe it was maybe either Snapchat or text message. They got in communication with Katie. And Katie says,
you know what makes you think they lying, man? What makes you think they lying is that Trayston, clear as day, said when he seen Nolan with Katie, he said some fly shit directly to Katie. Trayston rock with them boys. They say Trayston say he down with he one of their best friends. They all rock together. Trayston said he seen Nolan with Katie, and he said some shit to Katie. You know what I mean? They made it clear they knew Katie. You know what I mean? I think Trayston made it clear that they might have knew who Katie was from the jump. I think they all knew who Katie was. Yeah, not saying they knew her, but I think they all knew who Katie was. Smash that like button, gang. Salute to everybody in the building, man. Trayston said he spoke directly to Katie when he seen her, not even Nolan.
I don't know. We thought he was leaving with y'all. Well, I don't believe that's the case, obviously, because he did not leave with our boys. We don't know what happened to him, but that's Katie's statement. That's how they got a hold of Katie's numbers, because they're frantically trying to find out what happened to Nolan.
What's your take on it, Ed? Because I think he's saying they did know Katie. I couldn't tell if he said did or didn't. Did he say they all did know Katie?
No, they did not.
They didn't know Katie. All right. And they determined who she was. Okay. Right. Hey, hold on. Tyler, you stated your clients began to get suspicious, whereas Nolan. When did they get suspicious?
It was later that night. I believe it was around 9 or 10 o'clock, maybe even 11, that they start saying, oh, well, has anyone seen Nolan? Where's Nolan? Did he make it back home? Does anybody know? They start calling around, texting, asking everybody. And once they determined that no one had the answer about where Nolan was, that's when they called Christine Wells. And then they stay on the phone, my client.
Do y'all believe that, gang? Do y'all believe that? Do y'all believe that, they have the text and everybody calling around? They looking for Nolan. You know what I mean? They looking for Nolan. So they playing, you know what I mean? They hitting everybody line. They calling everybody phone. And they said they called Javon's phone. I thought Javon's phone, I thought they had his phone. I'm confused on where they called this. Like, you hear Warren say he called. I called Javon. You know what I mean? But then I hear people say that no, I see things that said Javon's phone was also in Wyatt's truck, y'all. I'm trying to figure that part. That's one of the little things that when it crossed my desk, I kind of be like, okay, which one was it? I forget. You know what I mean? Because I remember Warren said he called Javon, but then I'm hearing that they had Javon's phone. Which one was it? Smash that like button. Yeah. We got. It's a lot of shit we go over, gang. It's a lot of shit we go over, man. Salute to everybody building, gang. Let me see. Tatum is their sponsor. Peep the bottle of Tyler on Tyler's desk. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that verdict. That is that goddamn me that Tatum shit he be promoting back there. Yeah, Tatum do promote that same drink. You sure right. Good eye, Tasha J. Good eye, Tasha J. Tasha and this bitch working, man. They started calling everybody, asked about Nolan to cover up, create an alibi, like they can, we're trying to find him. Okay, like they didn't know. Okay, so I get what you're saying. A celebrity scandal. You saying they was basically trying to, you know, call around and make it look like they didn't know where Nolan was at. You know what I mean? In case people get the accent, because motherfuckers finna get the accent in a minute. People are looking for him. We got to go and crank this bitch up and make it seem like, yeah, we got to crank this motherfucker up. We're going to call everybody. Then we're going to end it off with his mom. Then we're going to call the Coast Guard. We finna go through this whole walk. We finna walk this shit down. Is that what y'all think in my chat? Smash that like button. Salute to everybody building gang. Shout out to Celebrity Scandal Lust. Yeah, shout out to Celebrity Scandalous. My bad. Shout out to Celebrity Scandalous gang. Salute to Celebrity Scandalous. Let me see. Y'all going crazy in this chat, man. How do we know Tracy left? First interview, nobody wanted to see Nolan die. Let me see. How do we know Tracy left? First interview, nobody wanted to see Nolan die. Shout out to Renee Thomas. Okay, Renee Thomas saying, how do we even know Tracy left? Tracy claiming him and his uncle got up out of there. Yeah, Tracy using his uncle for an alibi. Me and Unc dip. Yeah, I linked up with Unc. We got the fuck up out of there. I got the boxing and scratching. You did? Yeah. I was, you know, I had to whoop a nigga over my girl. Then I get up out of there. She said, how do we know Tracy left? And then Tracy jumped on TV talking about they're blaming us. Nobody even said your fucking name, man. Yeah. And nobody even said your name. Nobody knew you, Tracy. Smash that like button, gang. Salute to everybody in the building, gang. Salute, gang.
Get on the phone with Christine Wells for about 5 or 6 minutes. And then he tells her, look, I'm going to call the Coast Guard just to make sure. And he did. He stays on the phone with the Coast Guard for 21 minutes.
Okay. Ed Pulsick, also veteran trial lawyer. Ed, do you concur with that explanation of why they first said, I don't know her, we don't know her, he didn't know her, and then we find out that they had actually been texting with Katie? What's your understanding of that? Again, I had my favorite trial judge, Luther Alverson, would tell every jury, it is your duty to make all witnesses speak the truth. What does that mean? To reconcile the different seemingly conflicting stories to make everyone be telling the truth and impugn perjury on no one. So maybe there's an explanation for this. Why did they say we don't know her and then they're texting her? So they did know her.
That characterization. They didn't say that. There's no contradiction. I can just tell you this. They didn't know her. No.
Look at his eyes. Look at his eyes. I mean, shit. I mean, shit. I don't think they knew the bitch. I mean, he ain't even the background. They know though. I mean, shit. They knew her. They didn't. They didn't know the bitch. They didn't. Yeah, my final answer. They didn't know the bitch. Yeah, my final answer. Man, this dude all over the place, man. Yeah, this dude is all over the place, man.
Was with her much of the day, and he was still on the island when they left. He apparently spent much of the day with this young lady.
They put it on Katie.
That seems to be what happened. But no, there was this young lady was not part of their friend group. That's right.
Okay, so when they say they didn't know her.
There they go, throwing it on Katie again, gang. There they go, throwing that shit on Katie again. He was with Katie all day. The girl nobody knew. The chick that Tracy spoke to when he said some slick shit about. Yeah, the one that Nolan was on all day. We feel like if they found out who she was later on, they saying that day they didn't know who she was, man. And they found out who she was later on. They got the they got the looking around, calling around. Anybody know the bitch in the little what's the name top and bottom? Okay, yeah, that's Katie. Okay, bet. Yeah, Nolan was all over that little freak, man. Where he at? That's what they claim. They putting this on Katie, gang. Smash that like button. Compton bomb. They say he was with Katie all day. So if they saying we left, who do you think he was with? If he was with Katie all day and they saying he did not get back on that goddamn boat, who do y'all think they saying he was with? They saying basically whatever happened to Nolan Wells, Katie should know he was on her the whole time. It's clear that was his mission for the night. Yeah. It's like it's like the way they saying it is like that was his mission for the night. He was finna go knock down Katie. That was this shit was all about. He didn't want to come back. He stayed behind. He was trying to fuck on Katie. Rest in peace to Nolan Wells, man. There's an 18-year-old kid. That's what 18-year-olds do, right? Yeah, no shame in this gang. That's what 18-year-olds do. The boy was trying, you know what I mean? It is what it is. Rest in peace, young man. It is what it is. That's what they claiming. How many of y'all believe that, gang? Do y'all think Nolan Wells stayed behind for Katie? Because they most definitely throwing everything on Katie.
But yet they were texting her. They did know her name.
Well, I don't know if I agree with that characterization. Yeah, the
well,
premise,
enlighten me. I want to know.
Flawed. Yeah, the premise is flawed. She's not part of their friend group. They don't know her. I can tell you that it does appear, once again, it appears that Nolan was with this young lady for much of the day. That does seem to be confirmed by many witnesses. And I could tell you this, Nancy, one thing about this island, I did have the opportunity to go to Horn Island. And when you go to the island, everything starts to make sense. The first picture was maybe not so accurate. If you go to the part of Horn Island where, these events all occurred, you see that there are really no trees on that part of the island. It's flat, it's open. There are no visual obstructions. So there's no trees, there's no shelter, there's no nothing. And it was broad daylight with thousands of people there. Meaning there was no opportunity for foul play during daylight hours.
I see what you're saying, Miss Poochie.
And that's where this whole thing starts to unravel.
Ed,
you have to go to the island.
Please,
you have to go to the island.
There's opportunity for foul play. He could have been walked on the head on a boat and pushed over.
I'm telling you, not in this.
It doesn't have to be on the beach.
He's saying not in this environment. I was there. He said not in this environment.
Beach.
Look at he just said I was there.
It doesn't have to be on the beach.
He just said he was there.
Not in this.
It doesn't have to be on the beach. It could be anywhere.
You got to understand, it's a 10-mile long barrier island, but it's only.
He's saying not in this environment. I was there just because he went there after 4th of July, like probably the nigga went there July fucking 9th. Yeah, and they probably not July 9th. And they went there about August 7th. Yeah, he went there August 7th, and he's saying that he could feel in the air that this was not that type of environment, that nothing like that could have possibly happened in Nolan Wells, man. Look, hey, look at his boy looking at him. Like, man, shut the fuck up, bro. You fucking this shit up and take out that goofy ass hat, bro. Like, damn, nigga. Yeah, you see, I got my joint in the back here, fam. Take that goofy ass hat off, bro, and straighten up. Look, he looks so disappointed in his partner right now. He's like, man, you fucking this up, bro. We look crazy right now, bro. We look crazy right now.
It could be anywhere.
You got to understand, it's a 10-mile long barrier island, but it's only a few hundred yards wide in most places. There's nowhere to hide.
Let me see the video and show it to Ed and Tyler. The video of all those boats. Anything could have happened between those boats. Anything.
Well, but
even an
Nancy,
accident could happen between those boats. And
Nancy,
so many people are drunk. I don't think they're paying attention.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing, right? We could always say anything is possible. An asteroid could strike right now. But I am telling you that there are a lot of people who have talked about this case and have said things that are not true, and they haven't been to the island. They've got to go to the island.
What the fuck is this dude talking about, bro? Man, I know that ice when I see it, man. I just thought about that shit, man. I know that meth when I see it, man. Yeah, I know that meth when I see it, man. What is he talking about, fam? You got to go to the island. Bro, we were not there that day, fam. We don't have a fucking time machine. It's the only way we can go back and investigate this thing for real, for real. It's fucking August, the 12th, the 11th, the 12th. Like, bro, we don't give a fuck that you went to the island 5-6 days ago, bro. Yeah, he was there. I noticed that on that thumbnail I put up where it says the boys go back to Horn Island and start their own investigation. This motherfucker is actually the one on there pointing his finger and shit. It shows the picture of two of the boys and this son of a bitch, and he pointing like he telling them what the fuck is going on. You wasn't there, gang. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah, stop the bullshit, fam. You wasn't there. I mean, I don't want to go there. I'm gonna go back to the scene of crime and just smell the air, man. You know what I mean? Yeah. You just gotta go back, man. You know what I mean? You just gotta go back. You just gotta smell that. If you haven't been to Horn Island, man. If you haven't been to Horn Island, man. I know y'all finna get on me for that. Fuck it. I mean, hold on, guys.
Gay!
Smash that like button, gang. Salute to everybody, but man, yeah, this dude here is fucking up, man. Yeah, Pee Wee Herman is fucking up, man. Warren said people die on Horn Island in first interview. Shout out to Renee Thomas. He did say that. He did say that. This dude here, you're right, Renee Thomas, he did say that. Warren did say, yeah, shit happens on Horn Island. Motherfuckers die here all the time. And this nigga talking about, yeah, vacation shit, man. Shit like that doesn't happen. They also told us that, Ocean Springs was a great place. And last night we played some goddamn old Klan footage about goddamn Ocean Springs. Right or wrong, who was in here last night? We found some goddamn shit about the goddamn Klan being somewhere near Ocean Springs, in Ocean Springs and shit like that. So we about sick of this shit, man. Yeah, we don't want to hear shit about the description. We seen the fake James Harden get on here and talk about how all the niggas in Mississippi out there all busting down all the white bitches. Nigga, I'm not saying it ain't going on, but not at the rate this nigga time. I get the fuck out of here, fam. Yeah, the fake James Harden. We seen him too. Lying ass, snake ass nigga. I wish Nolan dad would have seen you that night and knocked your bitch ass out, fam. Because if I see you, that's what I'm doing. Smash that like button. Yeah, let's get back to this, gang. Smash that like button.
You don't go to the island.
Something ain't right,
You
gang.
can't speak with authority about the case. And I won't name names, but a lot of people who have hurt these fine young men and have defamed them, they've never visited the island. And I'm willing to bet that they've never visited the islands. Look at it right there. That shot you have right there. Broad daylight with thousands of people there. The picture speaks for itself.
I agree with what you're saying. I agree.
What does this mean?
That it would be nearly impossible.
There you go, right there. The picture speaks for itself, man. Right there, bro. That don't mean shit, bro. This don't mean nothing. This has nothing to do with the fuck we talking about, bro. Today we went back and didn't shed a tear or get choked up. Yeah. Shout out to Celebrity Scandalous. So they went back to Horn Island, where their partner was last seen, allegedly, they claim, and didn't shed a tear, man. We ain't seen that one time nobody say, damn, Nolan, bro. Damn, fan, everything. We ain't seen Warren raise his shirt up. When you talking about your partner like that, fam, that's my dog, fam, 5-6 years, bro, since middle school, dog. We went and picked him up every single day, fam, and it's people think we did this, bro. Man, you ain't raised up your shirt and wiped your shit not one time. Yeah, bro. Yeah, fam. I don't believe this shit, bro. Man, I miss my dog, fam. Damn, my nigga, bro. Damn, that was my nigga, fam. That was of course, he ain't gonna say it like that. I'm just, how I would say it. Damn, that's my man. That was my partner, man. Damn it, I miss Nolan. None of that shit, man. Nothing. No emotion, no nothing, gang. Not no tear. Not one tear. Not one tear. Not a slow falling joint, nothing. Man, and I'm talking about none of them guys we see in that interview.
Possible for foul play to take place on that beach. Again, I direct your attention to the gathering of boats with the boats closely together. Everybody's drinking. Nobody's paying attention. Like, I can't tell what's going on between the boats at a distance. I don't know. I don't know what's happening in the water. I don't know. That
I can tell you this.
I agree. I don't think anything happened out in the plain view on the beach, but there are other alternatives.
I want to add, though, we have a difference of opinion. When I see that video of the boats in the water there, that also is not a good place to get away with murder. Now, we have been very careful. We have refrained from speculation. We have refrained from guessing, and we're going to continue to do that. However, plain view of that scene, the beach, the boats, the water, that is not a secretive environment.
Okay. Shout out to Gelato. Said we already know they circled back and dropped them off. So he's saying, yeah, all that they did and threw them in the water in front of everybody. Nah, a lot of people don't believe that. Some people think something happened on that boat, and one of them boats they put his ass on. There's 3 boats, from what we know, maybe 4. Some people say, but far as we know, it's 2-3 boats at least. For sure, 2 out there. For sure, 2 boats for sure involved in this situation. For sure, 2. If we can't say 3, they gonna say the other one left a little early. For sure, 2 boats for sure. So yeah, we only got boat data on 1 boat. So yeah, there's a lot of things. The boats haven't been searched, no nothing. So a lot of people are saying, hey man, no investigation was even done on these damn boats. Smash that like button, gang. Salute to everybody in the building, gang. Tell me this, y'all. Grade the attorneys right now, y'all. You know what I mean? Just like grade them. A, B, C, D, E, F. Yeah, what do the attorneys got right now, man? Grade them on how they doing in this interview with Nancy Grace right now. Please, y'all, grade the attorneys in my chat. Please, if you watch it from home, get on your phone, jump in the chat, man. Meet some of these people in here, chop it up. I can't do it a long game when it comes to breaking this shit down. I most definitely need the game. That's what y'all here for, gang. That's why I interact with this chat like that. Salute to everybody in the building. I see all y'all too. Trust me, I'm looking at this chat. I'm seeing what y'all saying, gang.
Just isn't.
I agree the beach is not secretive, and I also agree the whole island is not secretive.
But what I was saying was, look, you can get killed at a club, but don't nobody know what happened to you, gang. Come on, man. You get killed in a club. We done heard about nigga unsolved cases. Motherfucker got killed in a goddamn packed ass nightclub. Stop the bullshit, man. Shit go down. Shit can happen, man. Yeah, we can't say because it was so many people around that, you know what I mean? No, I think somebody would have seen something. Goddamn it. It is. But who all was the people that seen it? Was it only y'all friends? When we say somebody would have seen something, was it the 6-7 people on that damn boat who seen it? Yeah. When we say somebody seen something, if he got killed on Horn Island, we feel like it was more than one person that seen that. We agree. But it can happen. It can most definitely happen.
Because there's really nowhere to hide there anyway. Guys, let me move to the boat, the Triton. Has the boat been searched by authorities?
I do not believe that it has been searched by authorities, but it's been available to authorities this entire time.
Shout out to Nikki Renee.
If authorities wanted to come see it, they're more than able to, and have been.
Okay, I find that very interesting, Tyler, and I'll tell you why. In so many cases that I've prosecuted and covered and investigated, you see defendants, targets, trying to get rid of evidence. You see them cleaning the boat. You see them washing it down. You see them trying all sorts of methods to get rid of evidence.
Let's go.
It's interesting to me and somewhat probative that your clients have offered the boat up to law enforcement to come and search it. I'm curious, has the boat not just been searched with the naked eye? Has luminol been used on the boat? Has alternative light sources been used on the boat? Has a cadaver dog come to the boat? Has a scent dog come to the boat? To your knowledge.
Let's go.
Either one of you.
To my knowledge, Nancy, I do not believe that has happened. But again, my 3 clients, either one of them, none of them own that boat. So if it has, you would have to ask the owners.
There we go again. There we go again. That's the biggest shit of the whole shit right there, gang. He's letting us know, look, what that just told me right there, gang, that, you know, if something happened, these 3 are saying they didn't do it. That's what it almost sounds like at this point, gang. Let's all be honest. At this point, it sounds like they saying, yeah, some shit might have went on. We some shit might have happened, but it wasn't these 3 motherfuckers. Yeah, it wasn't Morgan. Yeah, it wasn't Jax. It wasn't Warren. It wasn't these guys. You notice they keep separating them, just saying these three, name them by their names, this, thing, the other, these three. Everybody want to know where is Eric, where is Bart, where is goddamn Wyatt. I think they looking for Wyatt and Bart for sure. I think for sure they looking for Wyatt and Bart was always the 2 main motherfuckers that everybody was looking for. And you see these 2, Wyatt and Bart, are not being named in none of this shit right now. Everything that they're saying, everything they putting on the record, everything, all the evidence they claiming they have to show innocence, they're talking about the 3 friends that just came from the interview with Tatum, not the ones y'all been looking for. Not the other. So the main suspects are not even involved in none of this. Yeah. The main people everybody was talking, the main ones was Wyatt and Bart was the main people. They not even, all the shit they talk ain't got nothing to do with them at all. So this shit is all sketchy, man. It's all fucking sketchy, man. Look at his face. I don't like his face either, man. He looked disappointed. He looked let down. He looked like it's some shit he need to get off his soul, man, off his back, man. He looked like he stressed the fuck out, man. He looked like he know he's trying to cover up some bullshit. He looked like he thinking about Nolan's mom and his dad, and you know what I mean, is this right? Am I going to heaven? And this is, you know what I mean, like, god damn, man. Yeah, he looked hurt, man. He looked like some shit he just want to get off his goddamn chest, man, about this whole investigation, man. He knows some bullshit going on, man. He looked like he don't want to be a part of this shit, but the paper is too goddamn good, man. I got a goddamn mortgage, man. Smash that like button, gang. Salute to everybody in the building. It's just somebody's face just look like he look like he's losing right now, like he's defeated and shit. With this bullshit ass hat back here, man.
Tyler, do I look like I just fell off the turnip truck? Maybe I do, because we did sell.
Look. They ain't trying to smile and shit. Because his boy down here trying to keep a straight face so bad. His boy down here trying, Pee Wee Herman down here is trying his best to, I mean, look like, yeah, man, we still in this shit, man. Look, I wasn't there, y'all know me. I don't know what happened at Nolan Wells. I wasn't there. But when it comes out, these 2 attorneys are representing the dudes who just did the interview, man. They not doing a good job right now. It's already things that a lot of people question, things that don't add up, things that ain't right. And they haven't, they ain't really answered shit for real tonight. All they did was put us on more suspicion about shit, man. About the 2 witnesses. Who the fuck are these witnesses, man? Who are they? I got a clue who one might be. Hey, I think I know who one might be. Smash that like button. Salute to everybody in the building. I think I know who one might be.
Old turnips at the farmer's market when I was growing up. That said, you telling me my clients don't own the boat, so you'd have to ask the owner. Come on, you and Paulsick know if the boat has been searched. You know if cadaver dogs or scent dogs, luminol or alternative light has been used on the boat. Can you just tell me? Yes, no. It's not your client's fault. It's law enforcement's fault if they haven't done it.
If authorities thought that there was something to find on that boat, don't you think this far out they would have already done it?
I would think in the ordinary course of an investigation.
There we go, Nancy. Shout out to Renee Stones. Who was the older white man sitting on the boat near Nolan, where Nolan is bending over on the back? There is an adult woman that looks like Warren's stepmom. I don't know if I don't think nobody said that Warren's mom, the Ashley Cole, or the dad was there. I'm not, but yeah. I think I heard something about her maybe being somewhere at one point in time, but I think they put out statements at least saying they wasn't there. Smash that like, but yeah, shout out to So Blessed, man. Salute to So Blessed, the 24 bricks, So Blessed. Meet all that back. How many every dime of it? Smash that like, but shout out to So Blessed. Salute, gang. Salute, y'all.
And into potential foul play, I would have gone out there and done it. Just
if you believe there was potential foul play.
Just to say, I searched it and it was clean. I didn't find any blood.
Well, Nancy, you're asking a valid. Hold on, you're asking a valid question. You're just asking the wrong people. That's a question for law enforcement.
To your knowledge, has it been searched? Have you been told by anyone that it was searched?
I don't have any involvement in the law enforcement. I don't have.
So law enforcement, they saying the family has they want to talk to Ben Crump. They willing to let law enforcement come check the boats, but for some reason, law enforcement just ain't checked the boats. That right there tells us everything we need to fucking know right there. That tells us everything we need to know, man. That tells us everything. Scope, can I explain my opinion? Drop a link. I'll drop that link later on. I got you, gang. Sit tight, gang. Sit tight, man. Sit tight. Salute to everybody in the building, gang. That lets us know right there. Remember, we kept saying that this thing was not being investigated. This thing was not being investigated. We said, look, the DA's office sealed everything up. You know what I mean? So we really don't know what they're doing right now. We have no clue to how this investigation is really going. But with that admission right there, lets us know that, yeah, they're not doing shit. They haven't ran up in these boys' crib. They ain't dumped these boys' phones. They ain't went even looked at the boat to see what's going on. Tracked the boat data of all three of the boats. They ain't did none of that shit, fam. They ain't done shit. To them, this is no foul play. They haven't done shit. They're not investigating this shit at all. At least these guys they talking about, these three, are not suspects at all. At all. Y'all smash that like button, gang. Yeah, they just let us know, y'all, in so many words that, yeah, the authorities, Ocean Springs authorities is not treating this like a murder investigation. They not even just checking up on shit that, they should check up on just to find out, just in case anybody can say anything. Motherfuckers say we don't know. We have no clue. We last seen them. That don't mean that shit is true. You check up on things. And this is what we mean when we talk about racism. When we say if these were some black boys, 3-4 black kids with a white boy, they go to the lake with him, come back without his ass, and they got his cell phone, his car, and his keys. Come on, gang. Come on, man. They going to homes. They dumping cell phones. You know what I mean? They doing all that shit, man. This will be a full-out murder investigation from the goddamn start. That's where we feel like this shit is racist. That looks racist, Mississippi. We know for a fact y'all would treat that different. But with this case, y'all just, hey, man, you know what I mean? Hey, he drowned. Well, what if somebody helped him drown, bro? What if somebody did something to him? And all them people out there, nobody seen nothing. But we know somebody saw something. If that's what happened, gang, smash that like button.
Have any involvement in the investigation?
I'm
We're conducting our own investigation. You can take it how you want. We're conducting our own investigation.
Too cool. Too cool, man.
Attention homeowners, Nancy Grace here. About the sea-tow call. I've had renowned experts say, this wasn't doctored. I've had renowned experts say, this was totally doctored. Have you heard the original sea-tow call from Mississippi Department Marine Resources? Have either of you listened to that call? Because I've heard it so many times, I'm now jaded based on what people think they're hearing, based on enhancements. I even had my own producer, who does not have a dog in this fight, no skin in the game, enhance it. But I want to hear what you guys know about the sea-tow call. My mind is open.
Look, anybody can adjust the gain. Anybody can enhance it or sweeten it. But it doesn't change the fact that just because you put words over some audio means that those words are now attributable to what is on the call.
So he's saying that's not what we hear. He's saying for us, I agree. I don't hear everything in the transcript. I agree with that. Some of the things in the transcript, I do not hear at all. I'm not gonna lie to you, gang. Some of that shit, I agree. I say, no, I don't hear that. But some things like Nolan and the word dead and this, that, it's a few things I for sure hear. I for sure, it's damn sure sound like they're saying Nolan's name at least twice on that motherfucker. You know what I mean? At least twice on that mother. I can't lie about that. I cannot lie. I hear Nolan's name. I do hear something about dead. I hear damn it, Bart. It's a few things we can make out very fucking clearly. And I think Nolan is for sure one of them. And if he ain't there, then why the fuck is you saying his name? Smash that like button. Salute to everybody in the building, gang. He's saying that it's not just because somebody came up with a transcript and made you think you heard this by putting it on the screen. That's not what you hear.
Look, another boy called Cito. We have video that was released of Brandon Tatum. He posted it, and it shows who all was on the boat. At no point in time does this Cito call.
He won't even say Wyatt's name. Another boy, you know what I mean? He won't even say Wyatt's name. He don't want shit to do with Wyatt, man. Yeah, he don't want to say Wyatt's name right now. You know what I mean?
Ever, not once, where you find any sort of mention of Nolan being on the boat, of something happening to Nolan. I cannot state clearly enough, Nolan was not on the boat when it departed around 4:30. Look, the video that you're showing now, does anyone look like, and look, there's the boy that's on the Cito call right there. Does anyone look like there's a body on the boat or something had just,
how do y'all feel
just happened? Look, Nancy.
How do y'all feel about this video right here, gang? They saying this video is during the Cito call, y'all. How do y'all feel about that? We talked about this yesterday a little bit. They saying this video, they say that's Wyatt right there. You know what I mean? They say that's him on the phone during the Cito call. The shit you hear in the background, they say, how could it be anything about Nolan? They say you can see clear as day in this video right here that Nolan Wells is nowhere to be found. We counted about 7 people on the boat. We put 2 females on the boat and 5 guys on the boat, gang. How do y'all feel about this video right here, gang? It is 2 girls on the boat, gang. It's 2 girls on the boat, y'all. It's a girl. Remember, it's a girl in red stripe. It's another girl like in a teal bathing suit or some shit like that, bending over with the white hat on. Remember, it is 2 females on the boat.
You were a prosecutor for a long time.
Let me see.
Look, there's the boy that's on.
So let me see.
The Cito.
There goes the first girl right there. That's the first
Cito
girl.
call right there. Does anyone look
There's
like
another girl on the edge of the boat, y'all?
Body on the boat.
There was the other girl. The other girl is right here. The other girl is in red right here in the red stripe. So it is 2 girls on the boat right here. I believe this is Warren right here. I believe that's Warren, and it is 2 girls right there. If y'all can see, let me see. Hold on. Smash that like button, gang. If y'all can see, it is 2 girls. It's a girl behind him. So it is 2 females on the boat. It's a girl behind him. It's a girl right here in the red, y'all, in the red stripes. That's a girl sitting there. And then you got a female bending over doing something right here. So it's 2 girls. 1 girl right here, 1 girl right here, 5 guys on the boat.
Or something had just happened. Look, Nancy, you were a prosecutor for a long time. None of these boys have a story that is untrue. Don't you think that after all this time, somebody would have snitched? That somebody wouldn't be able to keep their story straight? No. Look, these boys are telling the truth.
Typically, you're absolutely right.
Hold on. He's saying, hey, wouldn't somebody have snitched by now? How would they keep their story straight? We ain't heard from nobody but Warren, goddamn who other guys, Morgan and goddamn Jax. Yeah. We ain't heard from goddamn Eric. We ain't heard from goddamn who y'all say Hunter. We ain't heard who named them names. We ain't heard from gang. We ain't heard from goddamn Bart. We ain't heard from Wyatt. We ain't heard. He's saying, wouldn't somebody have got their story fucked up by now? We just heard the other 2 dudes' story the other day. Yeah, we heard. We know, and then y'all talking to somebody who's on y'all side, somebody that's not investigating this shit. You know what I mean? By looking at both sides at all. Y'all got a dude who's tunnel vision on the fact that y'all are innocent, and that's how he's talking to y'all. So yeah, that shit don't count. Let bring their ass on Nancy Grace. Yeah, if they. I think I want to see Warren, Morgan, Jax, Bart, goddamn Wyatt, bring all their ass, man. Come sit on Nancy Grace, man. Bring y'all ass to Nancy Grace. Fuck them. Somebody tell them, man, them Officer Tatum interviews don't fucking count no more. We throwing them shits in the trash. We don't like that shit. That was rehearsed and shit. The judge there, the attorneys there. Them interviews don't count to us no more. We don't care about them interviews. We don't care about none of the shit they said. We need to see them come sit on Nancy Grace. We don't want to hear Tatum interview nobody else over there. Let me see who was this? Monet made it. Said Moan made it. I hope it was that Moan made it. Smash that like button, gang. He said, who's recording them? Like, right, that's a weird ass recording. That boat recording is very weird, bro. Like, why the fuck was y'all just recording the boat at that time? Just a random ass boat recording. Like, who's recording
all
this?
right there. Does anyone
shit popping and shit going on? You know what I mean? Y'all gotta say no bitches showing no titties, nothing going on, man. Just, you know what I mean? Nobody ain't kicking it, jumping off the boat, diving. Why was this being recorded in the first place? It's like when a skit starts, you already be like, why the fuck would y'all be recording? Like, who was recording? This shit just happened out of nowhere. Like, come on, man. Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, what the fuck was we supposed to be watching? What was this for? What memory was this? The boat is sinking allegedly and shit, gaining water, and who the fuck is filming this?
Look like there's a
smash that
body
like
on the boat or something had just happened. Look, Nancy, you were a prosecutor for a long time. None of these boys have a story that is untrue. Don't you think that after all this time, somebody would have snitched? That somebody wouldn't be able to keep their story straight? No. Look, these boys are telling the truth.
Typically, you're absolutely right. That's why I usually don't believe in conspiracies, because nobody can keep their mouth shut. Somebody blabs.
And Nancy, now I'll say something about the CETO call. I have heard a lot of versions of the CETO call, and most of them are either completely fake or AI or doctored.
Hold on.
Unfortunately,
hold on.
For folks that are doing that, that may become the subject of one or more lawsuits.
Hold on.
They're doing that.
Hold on, real quick, gang. Let me see. Vibing with T said, go in slow motion. You'll see an arm. We looked at that. We kind of seen that. We kind of went through that, gang. That really didn't get us nowhere. That look, everybody keeps seeing like an arm or a hand pop up. You'll see an arm by the guy leg with the hat and glasses on. Yeah, y'all kept seeing like an arm popped up. I think we zoomed in on that, gang. We looked at that. We don't believe that's Nolan's hand. Okay, so shout out to everybody that's been looking at that theory and going over those videos. We watched that. That really don't look a hand at all. Us. We're not for sure what it is. Somebody said it was a roll off a boat, or we don't know what that really was, but it really didn't look like a hand or a body part. I'm not. You know what I mean, smash. That's one of the things I think I kind of threw out. Smash that like button. Salute to everybody in the building, gang. But hey, salute to everybody's goddamn chat, man. But we did go over that. We have showed that video a gang of times. Smash that like button.
Call. And most of them are either completely fake or AI or doctored. And unfortunately, for folks that are doing that, that may become the subject of one or more lawsuits. It appears that there are hundreds of versions of the CETO call all over the internet, everywhere online.
Do y'all agree with that? Do y'all agree with that, man? Shout out to Doa. I said, where are the life jackets? Shout out to Doa. And he was drunk, Doa. I was drinking like a motherfucker, no life jackets. Yeah, you know what I mean? Smash that like button, gang. Salute to everybody in the building, man. Let me see. What's up, PD? So I think the people recording it was one of the other so-called friends' boats that went out with whoever is on the boat recording. They didn't leave, so I think the boat got something to do with it. Shout out to What's Up, PD, gang. Shout out to a lot of people thinking that's Bart boat. They thinking that that's if he so-called towed him in or whatever. You know, why would somebody be recording from his boat? People think that looks like an alibi. Something don't look right about that. Why this uncalled for ass video? Like, what made y'all want to film this shit? What did y'all do with it? Did you go on Snapchat? Was it just in your fucking phone? What was this about? Smash that like button, gang. Salute to everybody building, man. Salute, gang. He's saying that when it comes to the CETO call, there's several different versions of that CETO call out there, gang. He's saying that. Do y'all agree with him? Do y'all see different transcripts out there? Do y'all see different people putting the video out and you reading different things? Because we did see a couple. I want to say I've seen at least 2 different transcripts. So do y'all, you know, some people saying they hear this, some people saying they hear that, some people saying they hear this at this time. Do y'all believe that a lot of those recordings are AI, that people that went change them around, or people that put different transcripts with them saying different things? Smash that like button, gang. Talk to me, gang. Do y'all believe that a lot of the recordings of the CETO call going around online has been doctored and worked on by different people? Therefore, that's why the transcript never stayed quite the same. I seen 1 or 2 more people say they heard different things, but it was all kind of the same. It was something going on with Nolan Wells back there. We heard some people say they heard breathing, somebody back there gasping for air. It was a lot of shit. Smash that like button, gang.
Nobody can keep track of it. But I can tell you that. I can tell you, look at those photos. Nolan Wells is not on that boat.
The photos to me are very convincing. Let's see the photo they're talking about again.
Yes, I'm glad we agree about that. I'm glad we agree.
I know what time that was or what day that was? Is there a timestamp?
Too cool said, where's his shoes? Where's his shoes clothes? They made it seem like he left all that at the friend's house with the car keys. Too cool. Where are the shoes, clothes, and wallet? They made it seem like, you know, he went out there, I guess, just some flip-flops and a towel. They go on the boat and shit like that. It made it seem like he left his keys, his wallet, all his shit behind. I'm thinking, smash. That's what the boys are saying, I believe. Smash that like button.
Look,
Yeah, it was
I'm
around
not
4:30.
saying either of you are lying. I'm saying this is how I would test evidence in court. I mean, I take everything with a box of salt. When was that taken? Where was it taken? What time was it taken?
Yeah.
I'm curious. Is it timestamped?
And Nancy,
Well,
you've been
Nancy,
trying this case for over 30 days. The facts are the facts are the facts. These boys had nothing to do with the death of Nolan Wells.
Okay,
listen,
when was
we
the
don't-
timestamp on that video?
Nancy, I'm going to answer it this way.
Yes.
We don't think
Okay.
that you're accusing us of lying. We don't feel that way.
That's a lie. Shout out to Sassy TV said Nolan, cousin, and Katie was like family, Sco. Okay, salute, gang. Okay, salute. That's something to keep in the notes. You did. Shout out to Sharon Murphy, gang. You did, Sco. You're doing an amazing job. Shout out to Sharon Murphy. You did. Yo, did you peep the lawyer with the beard guy? I didn't say. I can't see a full statement. Shout out to who was that? Ahmad. Shout out to Ahmad, man. Salute to Ahmad. I ain't gonna say your full name, Ahmad. Shout out to Ahmad, man. Salute to Ahmad. Shout out to everybody sending Cash App, gang. Salute to everybody sending Cash Apps. Yeah, he's lying right now. He said, we don't feel like you think we're lying. You know what I mean? Look, I keep catching this motherfucker in the worst facial expression too. You know what I mean? We don't think that you think we're lying. Yeah, you do, nigga. You damn sure think she think y'all lying.
Timestamp on that video.
Look at his homie
Nancy,
face.
I'm going to answer it this way.
Yes.
We don't think that you're accusing us of lying. We don't feel that way. We're just simply saying this. And it's okay. You're asking legitimate investigative questions. And we don't fault you for that. But here's what we're saying. It's been over 30 days. There has never been one shred, one iota, one piece, nothing. There is no evidence that ties Warren, Morgan, or Jax to any crime because they did not commit a crime.
There you go. Once again, name it only those three, man. It is shout there once again, only naming those three. Boat ain't going down, but he talking to Cito. So you know what I mean? They don't look like the boat sinking, but he on the phone with Cito. He needs to prove that the recordings are fake. You know, okay? You know, Moan made it. Shout to Moan made it. Say, you know what I mean? Is it Monet made it? Or, I'm gonna say Monet made it. I'm gonna say that. Is that right? I want to say it wrong. Monet, Moan. Smash that like button, gang. Salute to everybody in the building, gang. Nancy Grace kissing the ring. No pushback. Shout out to goddamn Mahim. Salute to Mahim in the building, gang. Salute to everybody in the building, gang. Smash that like button, gang. He said, yeah. He know they being. Look at his face. He know they lost. He know this is going to make shit worse. He know that this fucking interview with Nancy Grace just threw motherfucking gas on the fire when it comes to goddamn Nolan Wells investigation. He knows it. Look at his face. You know, we fucked up. His homie, watch his homie face. They know they fucked up by coming to Nancy Grace. They just now realizing it. About 30 minutes in, they realized this was a fucking mistake. We should have never brought our ass up here with these gay ass hats on, man. Or at least, smash that like button.
They had nothing whatsoever to do. Right.
And
there's
again,
nothing.
was timestamp on that video.
But that's not our burden. See, that's the problem. You're putting this burden on us. All right. There's never been one piece of evidence.
You did that to yourself, Paul, when you said, here's the boat that day and he's not on it. That may very well be true. That may be absolutely true. And I'm saying, when was the video taken?
Well, no, I'm telling you.
Around 4:30, July 4th.
Yeah. And I'm telling you another thing, Nancy. We have multiple witnesses, and we're going to protect their names on the air here. We're not going to air out.
I think you should.
List of witnesses. We are. We're going to protect them. So I want to emphasize that as well. The witnesses that we're talking about, we're not going to do that to them. We're not going to name them here on the air. We're not doing that.
I'm not asking you to.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like you are.
I'm asking you again when the timestamp is.
Well, it sounds like you are now. We want to know, why haven't these witnesses? You did. He was talking hot shit with Tatum. Yeah, with Tatum, he was clowning. He was doing his thing with Tatum. Over here, yeah. Over here, he looked, yeah. Over here, you don't look so short. Yeah. We want to know, why haven't these two witnesses that y'all say they know the boys, but they don't know the boys. You know what I mean? They know Nolan's friends, but they don't know Nolan's friends. They really don't know them like that, but they do know Nolan. They know Nolan. So why haven't these guys went to Nolan's mom? Why haven't these people went to Nolan's parents and told them, hey, we seen Nolan Wells after 6 o'clock. He was still on the island. If anything happened to him, it happened on Horn Island. We seen him. But these guys know Nolan so well. But they ain't went and told the parents that, been Crump that, nobody. Only y'all know. Tatum might know. Y'all know. Only that side know. Yeah, something's weird about that, gang. Something's weird about that. Smash that like
It's on that
gang.
video. But if you don't know, I'm not saying that that's wrong or right.
Well,
I'm saying I want to know to corroborate that video.
Casey dog.
I understand that, but that's not a relevant question for your present guest since we didn't make the video. But I can tell you this.
Okay, well, you showed me the video, and that's why I'm asking. Okay, let me ask you something else.
Yeah, we didn't show you.
You state that your clients
go ahead.
Know of witnesses, or you know of witnesses that placed Nolan at Horn Island.
Hold on, real quick. Casey Dog said this video is from the Cito call. Simply play the audio with it. And where is the old dude who was on the actual boat we saw with Nolan on? I mean, that's what I said. I said we need to hear the audio from that video. If that's Wyatt on the Cito call in that video, let us hear the audio from that damn video. Release the audio to the video so we can compare it to the Cito call. Yeah. I'm telling them right now, man. Since you already dropped this shit, release the audio to the video. That same video they show them the 2 girls, the 5 guys on the boat during the Cito call. Can y'all please release the audio to the goddamn video so we can see if that is what's going on during that moment right there? Is that what was actually happening during that? Can we compare the two? I said that yesterday. They need to release the audio to why is that video silent? Why everybody show it is no audio to the motherfucker? What's going on? Ain't that kind of suspicious? Everybody show that video of Wyatt on that phone right there, and that motherfucker moving around. Somebody just randomly ass recording nothing going on for no fucking reason. There's no audio to the shit. Can they please drop that shit online with the matching audio? But can we trust that?
Live at 6 p.m.
Yes. 100%.
Now, all of this aside, has the boat been searched? Where is Nolan's phone? Where are your client's phone? All that is superseded by the fact that there may be witnesses placing him alive on the island at 6 p.m. And everything else disappears for me if that is true, because I know your clients were gone at 4:30-ish.
Yes.
Have these witnesses been questioned by law enforcement? Do you know?
Yes.
Shout out to What's Up PD.
Yes.
What's Up PD? They said yes, they had been questioned by law enforcement. So they went out, 3 boats, 21 people. One gets towed by the other. So the last boat was supposed to come back with Nolan. That's why he didn't care about leaving. I don't think the boys Tatum interview did it, but other boys may have. So What's Up PD is saying, yeah, them 3 guys might not have done it. That's why they repping so hard. That's why they understand they know for a fact. That's why they keep naming them off one by one. You know what I mean? Morgan, Warren, Jax. That's what they naming them, because they saying, yeah, we're about the other boys though. Yeah, they wouldn't. I mean, where's the dude who was asking him the Cito call? Where's Wyatt at? Let him get on. Like, yeah, you do an interview, Wyatt. I say it's Wyatt and Bart's goddamn turn. Yeah, we need to hear from Wyatt and Bart. Where is Katie? I would love to hear from Katie too, man. Katie, Wyatt, and Bart are my most wanted. I don't give a fuck who y'all want to hear from. Katie, Wyatt, and Bart is Skull Gang's most wanted, I think, when it comes to who we want to hear from. Y'all smash that like button, gang. Salute to everybody putting that color in the chat. Shout out to everybody in that cash app too, gang. Salute, gang. What do y'all think about the interview, gang? Have these attorneys, yeah, man, they changed y'all mind? Do y'all feel like, nah, these boys, I know some people in the chat that feel like these boys are innocent. They didn't do this. But I know there's more people in the chat that feel like, nah, man, they got something to do with this shit. I agree with everybody. These lawyers are fucking shit up. Whether they did it or not, these attorneys did not do a good job of representing these boys and answering questions. Look at this goofy motherfucker down here. Look at his face. Look at his face. And then look up here. Leave it to Beaver. Yeah, leave it to Beaver. And this dude just looked depressed, man. He just looked like he just want to end it all, man. Like, after this shit, I'm going to just grab that 38 out the drawer, man, and just, you know what I mean? Yeah. Just blow my fucking, you know what I mean? Just grab that 38 out the drawer, man. Just put it in my fucking mouth, man. Just smash that like button, gang. Salute to everybody in the building. Give me 1 second.
Gay.
Yes.
You're sure?
Yes. And I'll tell you another thing. One other thing. There's a corollary. Nancy, there's a corollary. So there are witnesses who can place Nolan Wells on the island at 6 p.m. There are also witnesses who can confirm that Warren, Morgan, and Jax left the island around 4:30. So both sides are covered. We've got it covered.
Well, for me, it's not that simple, because I still don't know what happened to Nolan.
Did he look confident, gang? Do he look confident? Talk to me, chat. Does he look very confident? And some of y'all say, well, maybe maybe the 3 they represent didn't do anything, so that's why he looked confident. But does he look confident in the whole situation, as far as knowing for a fact that none of them had anything, no boys that came on none of the 3 boats had anything to do with the death of Nolan Wells?
Both sides are covered. We've got it covered.
Well, for me, it's not that simple because I still don't know what happened to Nolan Wells. However,
neither do we.
I believe that the GPS, which really cannot be controverted, shows when the Triton left, witness or no witness. I've got that. Now, who's on the boat?
I don't know more. Shout out to Mahim. I don't know more, fam. Hell no. Nigga should have told me that was you should have told me you was representing. I don't. Smash that like, but gang, salute to everybody in the building, gang.
I believe that video is going to tell me who's on the boat. But all that, the overarching issue was he alive at 6 p.m.? This is where I'm going.
Right, and Nancy,
I don't
can I say
care
one
who
thing?
was with him last. I don't care if it exonerates or convicts anybody. I just want to know the truth.
And it's good to ask,
Sir?
and I want to say this, it's good to ask tough questions. These are all valid questions, but what we're trying to do for you is simplify it. 4:30 and 6 p.m. End of story.
I want to believe you. I want to believe you.
In the story, gang. That's the whole shit right there, gang. In the story, he's saying 4:31, 6 p.m. That's what we go into a grand jury with right there. That's the evidence that's gonna be given to him. The boys left at Nolan's friends, all who on 2 boats. They left at 4:31. 3 boats left at 4:31. They left at 4:31. He said we have the proof. The boat data shows what time they left the island. We have 2 witnesses who knows Nolan very well, who are going to give a statement or stand before a grand jury and say, or like I said, or they have told authorities that they seen Nolan Wells at 6 o'clock. So they said that's what this whole shit stands on. 4:31, 4:30, and 6 o'clock. We can prove they left at 4:30, and we got witnesses that put Nolan on Horn Island at 6 o'clock. That's the whole fight.
But just because somebody says so, don't make it so. And I'm trying to prove it. That your clients were gone.
Right. Hold on. I want to say it. Shout out to Tanya Turner, man. Said, what was he doing? Who was he with at 6? Right. There we go. Tell us what the fuck he was doing at 6. That's why I think I might know who one of the witnesses is. Shout out to Tanya Turner for that. That's why I think I might know who one of the witnesses is. You know what I mean? Tanya Turner, you cooking. That's why I think I might know who one of the witnesses is. Y'all smash that thumbs up button, gang. If you're watching me right now, y'all subscribe to the channel. It is subscribe. If you watch it from home, you're not in the chat. That's cool. Still hit the thumbs up button, gang. Lock in with me, gang. Follow me on Instagram too, y'all. SKO_network. SKO_network on Instagram, y'all. Follow me on Instagram right now, gang. SKO_network. If there's any videos or anything y'all want me to see, contained in this case or a lot of other different stories and cases, send it to me, gang. SKO_network on Instagram.
That Nolan, more importantly, in my mind, was still alive. If that's true, your clients are in the clear. As far as I'm concerned.
They are in the clear.
And the CETO call and everything else falls away if I can place him alive at 6 p.m. And the people that want to hang your clients, I can't help their unrequited anger.
Yes.
I don't care. Because somebody, in my mind, was the last person to see Nolan Wells alive, whether it's your clients or somebody else. And I want to find that person that saw this. You say 6 o'clock. Who are they? Make yourselves known. Put us all out of our misery. Help me find out what happened to Nolan.
Yes. Nancy, can I ask you this?
Understand. I'm just trying to find out. Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Why in the world would these witnesses make themselves public after you've seen more than 30 days of death threats, in-person threats, credible threats?
Remember that brother we showed yesterday, gang? Remember that brother we showed yesterday? We told you they was gonna make him the face of this shit. So now they talking about these threats and how everybody's scared. Remember that black man? I forgot his fucking name. I gotta go find that clip again. The brother who they put on the news, they say, as far as the Nolan Wells case, and they start showing a brother and going through his background, talking about how dangerous he was, this, that, and the other. They're gonna say, that's the reason we can't put these witnesses out, because this brother right here, he's threatening the family. They said he's one of the dudes that was arrested for threatening the judge. He was a black dude. He was arrested for making threats. Now they want everybody to think, man, it's so dangerous out there, man. Even though we know for a fact the Nolan Wells family been getting threats and hate mail, and they won't say shit about that. Nobody's bringing it up. No charges. Nobody's been arrested. No nothing. They even almost fired her from her damn career. That's crazy. But on this side, you do anything, gang. I say the wrong shit on here, they kicking my door in the morning. So, yeah, let me say the wrong shit about Ashley Cole right now tonight. Let me say anything about, man, hell, that was dangerous what I just said. Yeah, let me get completely away from that shit. I don't want nothing to do with none of that, gang. I want to make that clear. I'm not nothing like that. But you see what happened. You see, yeah. Smash that like button game. Right now, they playing that game. That's why they arresting everybody so they can keep these witnesses, secretive. And they might not ever have to tell us. Think about it, gang. They might not ever have to tell us who the witnesses are. If this is going before a grand jury and they're going to go over all the evidence and all that shit, these witnesses might remain secretive for the whole shit. We might never know who the witnesses are. That's why I think I might know who one of them is.
People making threats and getting arrested, all geared towards these boys and others. Why would they become public? Why would they
here's
come
one
out
answer.
public?
One answer is they're telling the truth and they want to put it out there. Another possibility
the truth to
is
investigators.
Everybody already knew who they were, so they went out on Tatum to exonerate themselves. I mean, that could go either way. But I see what you're saying. I get it.
And Nancy,
I still don't know the truth.
have you ever seen any other people accused of the crimes that online internet trolls have accused these boys of go and do podcasts, do interviews, have their attorneys go and advocate for them like this on a national platform like this? If we weren't 100% sure and they weren't 100% sure that nothing they did was in connection to Nolan Wells' death, they left the island at 4.
How many people have we seen do interviews and shit like that and was a goddamn killer the whole time? How many people we didn't see do interviews on the news? I have no idea what happened to my son. He was 4 years old. He just ran outside. They doing interviews everywhere and shit. Parents and shit. You know what I mean? We miss little Johnny. All that shit turns out later on, a year later, they who be in handcuffs and shit. They done wrote a book and shit. They done did all kind. They done started a foundation, the little nigga name and shit. Yeah. They done started the little Johnny Foundation. Yeah, they didn't start the whole goddamn little Johnny Foundation, and they finally found out a year or two later the parents was behind that shit. People do that shit all the time. They do interviews, they talk, they come out to the public, they cry, fake tear. These niggas ain't fake crying though. That's the cutthroat part about these boys. They ain't even shedding a fake tear for this nigga Nolan. Smash that goddamn like button. Yeah, I disagree with this attorney when he say, "Oh, you never see people do interviews and go around saying they didn't do something when they really did it." That's a goddamn lie, fam. That's not true.
30, he was spotted on the island after that at 6, alive and well.
We need to hear from that whole damn island.
End of story. Do you think these are actions of 3 boys who, 1, keep their story straight, 2, don't snitch on each other, and 3, have made and had to have made to defend themselves multiple media appearances and have their attorneys do the same? Are those the actions of someone who is guilty? No.
Typically, no, I agree with you. But there are cases where killers go out in the front of it and make all sorts of pleas. Please bring my wife home. Please bring my little babies home. So yes, I have seen that. I know that's not what you want to hear, but yes, I have seen it.
Right. And Nancy, let me give you a really important point here. And by the way, I appreciate some of the things you're saying. And let me just say this. This might be the most important thing. Look, we have a lot of humility. Warren, Morgan, and Jax have a lot of humility.
Right. I want to say this. Shout out to Nicole Reloaded. Nicole Reloaded said, family didn't have it sell. You're going to tell me the alleged witnesses had on 2 watches to know what time it actually was? Right. I thought nobody had their fucking phones in the water. We thought everybody left phones and shit on the boat. Yeah, we thought everybody left phones on the boat and shit like that. You ain't having no watch, but you're right. The 2 witnesses knew. It was 6 o'clock, man. It was 6 o'clock last time we seen Nolan, but nobody had their phones. We know nobody wearing watches in the water, but yet and still these 2 witnesses just knew off the rip it was 6 o'clock. Yeah, we seen them both say it. They both know each other. Yeah, they both probably roommates and shit. They know they know Nolan's friends too. Yeah, but they knew for a fact it was 6 o'clock. All right, man. Yeah, no phones, no nothing. Everybody phones on boats and shit, but I guess they knew it was 6 o'clock. It must be a big ass clock on Horn Island. It must be that. Remember Back to the Future? It must be a big ass clock or something on Horn Island. Man, we know ain't shit out there. Smash that like button, gang.
One of the things that we knew when we were going to come on with you is we know you're going to ask us tough questions. We know you're going to ask us tough questions, and we're happy to answer them as best we can. But one thing we've been very consistent about, there are so many things we don't know, right? We won't be able to answer all of your tough questions. And the reason we can't is because we just don't know the answer to a lot of them. But we do know what we know. We know they were off that island at 4:30. We know Nolan was on the island at 6. We just want to emphasize our humility in that regard because we just don't know, and we would love to know. We want to know how this tragedy happened as much as anyone, more than anyone.
I want both of you gentlemen to understand something. If I thought I had convicted
they got cooked, man. They got cooked.
The wrong person, I couldn't live with myself. I personally investigated every case I ever tried and put before a jury. I do not want the wrong person, an innocent person, to suffer claims and allegations, much less go to jail. But I do want the right person, if there is a right person.
Right, if there is.
Which leads me to, I want to believe you and I want to believe your clients. But for me, everything is what can I prove? What can I prove? They say so what? Prove it to me.
We don't
Let
believe
me ask you this.
We need more people. Let's go.
Do you know where Nolan's phone is?
Let's go.
Anybody? Can
Today?
anybody tell me where Nolan's phone is?
Good question.
Right now, as we sit here today.
Has it ever been turned over to authorities?
No, it has not.
You're sure?
Yeah. I believe that Ben Crump, using local counsel, sent a letter out just last night, gave it to Don Lemon on his show, and Don Lemon on his show confirmed that they have not given the phone to investigators.
Hold on, what's going on, gang? Did y'all see Don Lemon today? Is that true? Where my crowd? I didn't catch Don Lemon today, gang. I usually catch some of the Don Lemon show for sure. Throughout this whole Nolan Wells investigation, he one of the people I check in with from time to time for sure. Did Don Lemon, did Ben Crump, notify Don Lemon and let him know that we have not given the authorities the phone yet? Is that true, gang? Yeah, let me know in the chat. Y'all saw that today. I see a lot of yeses in the chat. So then talk to me, gang. Why do y'all think Ben Crump has not given the phone given the authorities the phone yet? We know they don't trust anybody. We know that for a fact. From what I thought Ben Crump said was he was going to get his people to go over there and sit with authorities, and they were going to analyze the phone at the same time, sit there together and go through it to make sure, ain't no funny business. Ain't nothing, you know what I mean? Ain't no funny business with it. We need to go through everything. I know they subpoenaed a lot of different app companies and shit like that, so I'm not for sure that they got, a hold of everybody and got what they needed from everybody, whether it's Snapchat, Instagram, WhatsApp, whatever, whatever apps Nolan was using. I'm not for sure how that thing played. I know they were subpoenaing all records, from the apps he uses, but they saying as of today, Ben Crump let it be known that they still have the phone. And I've been waiting on that phone information. I've been waiting on that phone evidence, gang. I've been waiting on that. I've been saying that's Ben Crump. That's his ace in the hole. That's his buzzer beater. If they say they got the phone, they can see at 4:30 or anything. Anytime after 4:30, that phone was unlocked. Something was deleted. A photo was deleted. Anything was wiped clean. And Nolan don't got the phone, never seen the phone ever again. Then it's going to be a motherfucking problem. Yeah, it's going to be a motherfucking problem. So, I'm trying to figure it out, gang. What is Crump waiting on, man? That might be the last. It might be his ace in the hole, man. That might be the last thing he can really hold on to if no witnesses come out and say, hey, we saw what happened to Nolan Wells. You know what I mean? We saw exactly what happened. You know what I mean? Or we seen him get on that boat, man. We watched him get on that boat. We watched them, man. KC, dog, I don't give a fuck if they were off the island at 4:30. That doesn't exonerate them from being an accessory after the fact because they knew about it. That's why Crump and the family froze ER body metadata. Salute to chess moves. Shout out to KC Dog, man. KC Dog been rocking with us, man. He in here, man. KC Dog is out. Yeah, he in that chat cooking, man. Salute to everybody in the building. This dude here don't look confident, man.
Well, that's on investigators because they need to get the phone and they need to look at it.
How are they going to get it if they don't give it to them?
Warrant? Subpoena Dukas taken? Grand jury subpoena Dukas taken?
Sure, but it hasn't been to the grand jury yet. Hasn't been to the grand jury yet.
Are you telling me you don't think a grand jury is convening on this?
I think they are. I don't think they have looked at
Well,
the
you
case
said, how do
yet.
you get the phone? You obviously get the phone. Police go say, hey, can we look at the phone? And they go, sure, here it is. That's one way.
Well,
or you're
what if they don't give it to
investigating a potential crime. You get
potential crime. You're investigating potential crime. Tell me this, gang, along with the CETO call. You know what I mean? To the guilty gang. I always ask y'all, like, where's the guilty gang? It's everybody think, them guys are guilty. You know, we're the guilty gang. I asked about the 50-50 gang. You know, if you don't know, if you're on the edge, you really, I don't know, Skull, you 50-50 gang. If you're innocent gang, you say, man, these dudes ain't did that, man. No one was their friend. I don't, Skull, that sounds fucking ridiculous, man. Why, you know what I mean? That means you innocent gang, man. You know what I mean? But, I mean, as of right now, gang, I mean, these attorneys didn't come on here and make shit better, man. They didn't make shit better. These attorneys came here to make shit that much better, man. Who agree? You know, I see they speaking out, but
you obviously get the phone. Police go say, hey, can we look at the phone? And they go, sure, here it is. That's one way.
Well,
or you're
what if they don't give it to
investigating
them?
a potential crime. You get a warrant and you go, hey, give me the phone.
do y'all think it's that easy to get the phone? Do y'all think it will be that easy to get the phone, gang? I mean, can they? I don't think they can get a warrant to get the phone from the family. I mean, no one ain't committed a crime. Nobody in the family ain't committed a crime. So how can they get a warrant for the phone? But do y'all wonder why is Ben Crump holding on to the phone? Some of y'all in the chat just said that might be a smoking gun, Skull. That's the ace in the hole, the phone. Talk to me, chat. How do y'all really feel about Ben Crump holding on to the cell phone? The family. They're saying, Mom Christine said she looked through her son Nolan's phone. She said she know her son. He's always on Snapchat. Snapchat was the main app we heard her name. She said Snapchat. She said he's snapping this, snapping that. There's things in Snapchat that should have been there. When I went through his phone, Snapchat was gone. Everything in Snapchat was gone. I'm guessing his mom knew his password. You know what I mean? I guess mom did know his password. Dad, maybe somebody knew his password. Because most people don't know their kids' passwords to their damn phone. But you know what I mean? Or unless she had a way to unlock the phone some other ways on a family plan, she could somehow get in there. Take the motherfucker, take it to the goddamn the Apple store. You know what I mean, if it's on your plan, you probably can open it up. Smash that like button, gang. Salute to everybody in the building, man. Do y'all think the cell phone evidence is gonna come through, man? Tell them boys to come to Texas and say that. Shout the thick chick fit. Yeah, shout the thick chick fit. So tell them to come to Texas and say that, man. Shout the Texas. Ain't no time it is, gang. Big Texas, man. Yeah, big Texas shit, man, going on, man. Big Texas shit. Salute to everybody in the building, gang. Shout out to everybody rock with me, gang. Shout out to thick chick fit. Salute, gang. How do y'all feel, gang? Do y'all think that phone evidence is going to come through? Do y'all think that Ben Crump will be having a press conference? Because, when Ben Crump finds something out, when he get his hands on some brand new evidence, Ben Crump will announce a goddamn press conference, man. Do y'all think we will be hearing a press conference, anytime soon from Ben Crump saying, we did the cell phone analysis. Somebody tried to open his phone up. They deleted shit. We recovered everything they deleted. Do y'all think Ben Crump is going to come through? Because as of right now, it looked like these attorneys, that makes them more confident that Ben Crump ain't gave the phone up yet. That makes them feel like he's full of shit. That's why he won't give it up. He's full of shit. They know nothing. These guys ain't had his phone. They ain't opened his phone up. And the minute they do that, they know for a fact they have to deliver bad news to the people. That's why Ben Crump is taking forever with the phone, because he knows it's his last shot and he's gonna drop the fucking ball. That's the look on their face right now. They got very upbeat and happy when they spoke on Ben Crump not giving the phone to investigators yet. They feel good about that. That's a W to them. Ben Crump is bullshit. He's afraid. Come on with it, Ben Crump. We waiting on you. The ball is in your court, they saying it sound like. Smash that like button, gang. Salute to everybody building y'all. Rest in peace to Nolan Wells, gang. Rest in peace to Nolan Wells.
I think they are. I don't think they have looked at
Well,
the
you
case
said, how do
yet.
you get the phone? You obviously get the phone. Police go say, hey, can we look at the phone? And they go, sure, here it is. That's one way.
Well,
or you're
what if they don't give it to
investigating
them?
a potential crime. You get a warrant and you go, hey, give me the phone. Here's the warrant. That's two ways. Or you get a grand jury or a judge's order. There's all sorts of ways to get that phone.
Well, Nancy,
You could just
Nancy,
ask and they hand it over.
Yeah, Nancy,
Why didn't they give it to
why
them?
has the yeah, Nancy, why? Yeah, why is that phone hasn't been turned over? Why?
Why
guess
would
it
the
hasn't
DA's
been
office
asked
need to
for,
get a warrant?
But I think it should be, and I think it should be asked for. Look, I am not stirring the Nolan Wells phone pot with you. I got bigger fish to fry with you two gentlemen. I'm just curious. I mean, wouldn't that put a lot to bed if we could look at the phone and look at the GPS tracker on it, look at the route? I mean, look,
Yeah,
I know
we
where my
want more
twins are
evidence.
right now because they got Live 360. Yay.
Nancy,
Why
we
can't we
want
look
more.
at that? I mean,
Nancy, we want more evidence. Let's get it all. That's the thing. That's the beauty of it. When you're telling the truth and you're representing 3 innocent young men, the beauty of it is you want more evidence.
We gave our phones up. We let them do a phone dump of our phones.
Which I find very, very interesting. Because a phone dump, everybody shows where the phone's been, what time it was there. It's not hard to do. It pings off phone cell towers, and you can tell as it progresses along. Not hard, easy. And I find that probative because it will tell me when the boys went to Horn Island, the young men, and when they returned. It's better than an eyewitness to me. Tyler, what else do you have to add?
Nancy, we have told you, we've told everyone we could, we've shouted it from the rooftops. The same story over and over again. There's no other way to say it. It's like banging our heads against the wall because
he said we saying this shit over and over again. I mean, he said, why would they need a warrant? Boom. They won't answer us, right? So he's saying, why would they, why would Nolan's parents, not just give the phone up, basically? I mean, why go through a warrant, all that kind of shit like that? Won't they just give the phone up, or just, or Ben Crump, just, take your team, go sit down and figure this phone thing out with them, with investigators. Smash that like button, gang.
Because nobody.
That's what Mahim is saying. That's what Mahim is saying.
At least in the online atmosphere, will listen to it. We've said the same thing over and over and over again. We can't say it any other different way. That's the truth. The truth is what it is.
Smash that like button, gang.
Hi guys, Nancy Grace here. If you are a homeowner or hear scent dogs and cadaver dogs and luminol, be that submitting to polygraphs or having the boat searched by law enforcement with scent dogs and cadaver dogs and luminol, would go a long way to stopping the speculation. But again, all that aside, if I could speak to or hear from those witnesses placing Nolan alive at 6 after your clients had left the island, I feel that the investigation would take a different turn. In any event, we do not want to pile on any individuals suffering if they are in fact innocent. That's not what I want. I want the truth, as I believe you do too.
Well, of course I do. I'll be happy to reach out to them and at least ask them. Best I can do.
Shout out to Sunset Nights, man. Sunset Nights said police are not investigating this case. They don't give a fuck about Nolan's phone, or it would be not handed over. Sunset Nights, you know what I mean? I mean, yeah. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I don't think get a warrant for that or not. You know what I mean? Unless they. I mean, I think if people feel like they could trust them, then maybe they just hand it over. But as of right now, I don't think the family is handing that damn phone over like that. They'd be just pretending like they lost that motherfucker before they hand it over to their ass. They don't trust the state of Mississippi.
That said, gentlemen, I appreciate you coming on with us, and I invite you back to answer even more questions.
Oh yeah.
Thank you, Nancy.
Look. Thank you, Nancy. This nigga said, "Bitch, you got me fucked up." Thank you, Nancy. Yeah, thank you, Nancy. Looking ass nigga. Yeah. Dumbass hat on. Yeah. Thank you, Nancy. This nigga here said, "Bitch, you got me fucked up. If you think this is gonna happen ever again, you got a real player fucked up." Yeah. Nigga like the white Gerald Levert. Yeah, nigga like the white Gerald Levert. Yeah, the white Gerald Levert said he ain't coming back. You got me fucked up. Yeah, you fooled me once, bitch. Fooled me twice. You got me fucked up. Look how he looking. Like, boy, that nigga, you got him fucked up. Smash that like button, gang. Salute to everybody building, gang. Now, of course, hold on, gang. Salute to everybody in the building, y'all. Salute. Now, they was on a tour today, gang. They did a whole goddamn tour, man. They did a tour. I'm not gonna show out that they went to Como. They went a couple places, but they had to go here though. This is where they had to go, gang. They popped that over here for a second, gang. Oh yeah, they popped that over here, man. They popped up on your boy. Tatum is over here losing his mind right now, man. I don't know if Tatum witnessed it. I don't know about how they did this. I don't know if Tatum has seen what they had already done yet or what was going on. But yeah, Tatum, they losing their shit right now, man. Everybody, the ball is in each court right now, man. 1 minute, Ben Crump look like he's losing his shit. The next minute, Tatum losing his shit. The interview came out. A lot of people ain't buying that. The Nolan Wells case is back on fire after these attorneys got off Nancy Grace, though. Today, it went up 10 more notches, man. Oh, yeah, the investigator. Yeah, I was like, if y'all wanted people to think they was innocent, this was the worst way to fucking do it. The Nolan Wells investigation just went up 10 times through the roof after this shit. These two secret witnesses. Before I show this, because they went on the tour today. They went on the tour. I'm gonna show what they were saying over here. Before I do that, though, I promised y'all that I would tell y'all who I thought one of the witnesses is. Yeah, remember I said that. I said, who is one of the witnesses? And I think this guy right here is one of the witnesses, man. I think that this dude right here is going to be one of the witnesses. I think he jumped his ass on TV too soon. This is going to be the dude who was saying that, yeah, by the time he seen Nolan Wells was fucked up. Nolan Wells was hammered. When he seen Nolan was out of there. Yeah, he's saying when he seen Nolan was out of there. Nolan was fucked up by the time he saw him. They say it's somebody that knows Nolan. Yeah, they say there's somebody that knows Nolan. This right here might be one of the witnesses. This is my boy, let me see. Hold on. Who put? I can't remember who put this up. Let me see. Oh, here we go. Let me see. Smash that like button, gang. Let me see. Hold on. Put the sound.
I'd say he's pretty hammered. He would slur his words. His movement was slow. For so many people. I mean, boats. They're like on top of each other, almost like. I mean, it was intense.
Lucas Aviz is a
Lucas. That's his name. Lucas,
college classmate of Nolan at Southwest Mississippi Community College. He says he went to Hare Island with his family and friends on a different boat.
See, think about it. He got to be one of the witnesses because they saying that the other kids don't really know him. They don't know him. They saying this is just one of the friends of Nolan. They saying the other. Remember the attorneys are claiming that the Nolan's other friends don't know him. This got to be one of the goddamn witnesses right here. Hey, whether he tell the truth or not, he got to be one of the fucking witnesses, man. This dude, he's a witness. I guarantee this is going to be one of the people that come forward and say, yes, I seen Nolan Wells around 6 o'clock, me and somebody else in my family or somebody like that, somebody else I was there with, and we saw Nolan at 6 o'clock. He was hammered. He was trash. He was full of that goddamn cocaine. Hell, I know because we the ones that brought it. Yeah. I know Nolan was full of that powder. Shit, I'm the one brought I pulled over the 8-ball. Fuck is you talking about, nigga? Pulled over the half O. Yeah, pulled over the half a zip. Yeah, I know for a fact. We seen him at 6 o'clock, 5:36. Man, yeah. Watch out for Lucas, man. I think Lucas might be he might be. I could be wrong. Yeah. I could be wrong, but I'm thinking that he could probably be one of the witnesses. Remember, he said they're not the same age. You're right. He did say they were a little older, maybe. Yeah, you're right about that. Shout out to Celebrity Scandalous. You're right. He did say that they were a little bit older. You did. You're right. Now, how old is this motherfucker? That mustache, he might be 22. That might be, he might be 23. Yeah, that Mexican mustache, we don't know. Yeah, smash that like, but you're right about that Celebrity Scandalous. They did say that. That's a good, yeah, I'm glad you threw that in there. That is true. That is true. That is true. He put himself in a bad position, and that autopsy says he wasn't drunk. Yeah, if that autopsy says he wasn't drunk, yeah, you're right. You're right, but you're right. They did say that. Smash that like button, gang. Salute to Celebrity Scandalous, gang. Salute to Celebrity Scandalous for pointing that out. Shout out to I Am the Streets. What's good, my boy? Salute to I Am the Streets. What's good, fam? Smash that like button, gang. Let's get back to the attorneys, gang. Let's get back to the goddamn attorneys because them boys went on a goddamn. Hey, look, man. Them boys went on a tour today, gang. They was touring. They everywhere. Yeah, I mean, they went to Nancy Grace Cuomo, but they stopped and hollered at y'all boy right here. I know how much y'all fuck with this nigga right here, man. Shout out to Fort Worth, man. This is Stop 6, Brandon Tatum, Officer Tatum. Used to be a Tucson police officer in Arizona for, I think, 6-7 years. He the one representing for the boys, doing all the interviews. Y'all know him. Y'all know Tatum. He a Stop 6 nigga, man. Yeah, free little Kenny B, man. He's a Stop 6 guy right here, man. He represents Fort Worth. That's Charleston White Hood and that's Skull Gang Toya Hood in the chat. That's Toya Hood. Smash that like button. Salute to everybody in the building, gang.
That nobody's a suspect or nobody's ruled out as a suspect.
Let's see what they said over
you
on
bring the phone in,
an
independent audit happens to the phone, and the findings are investigated. Now, mind you, just imagine if the family decides that they think that they need a liaison in the middle of an investigation, and the findings come out, and I'm not saying this is true, but the findings come out that someone other than these boys deleted stuff off the phone. Mom deleted it. Let's say that his mom deleted it.
What? What? Okay. Okay. What's going on here, gang? I told y'all, man. Shout out to Maheen, man. If you don't trust the police, why not have somebody else review the data already independently? Y'all have raised $1 million, said Maheen. Maheen saying the parents are moving suspicious. Maheen feels like the mom and dad are moving suspicious. He think Nolan Wells' parents are moving suspicious with that cell phone. Something ain't right. What are y'all hiding? Y'all got $1 million right now. Get somebody over to look that phone up. Ben Crump, come on, y'all. Y'all, well, that's the smoking gun. If that's the evidence, if y'all so sure, come on with it. Shout out to Maheen, man. Maheen say he ain't buying this crap. Smash that like button, gang. Tatum is saying, what if the mom deleted the phone? What if mom is setting them up now? Now at this point, he's accusing mom of setting their ass up. Yeah, now he's saying that mom could, now he's thinking mom gonna delete some shit just to make this look like what they've been trying to say it was. So he's saying he believes they holding on to that phone. How you know mom didn't delete some shit? How you know mom ain't over there? That's why they hold on to that damn phone, because mom deleted some shit. Now they're trying to stage this. Smash that. I guess that's what Tatum is saying, man. Tatum crazy, the motherfucker, man. Smash that like button, man. Salute to Fort Worth, man. That's that same verdict. Yeah, that's that drink right there. That's that verdict that the attorney had in the background. Yeah, that's that same drink the attorney had in the background. That's that verdict. There it go again. Yeah, there it go again.
And they find out that the phone was deleted while it was in the possession of the mom. She now is on the hook for potentially destroying evidence. They can't have you sitting there while they're investigating everybody involved. They need to do a independent forensic extraction of the phone, and they have independent findings. You're not entitled to sit through an investigation and you could be a suspect. Just because your son passed away don't mean you can't be a suspect.
Wow.
I'm not saying you should.
Wow. He's now saying yeah, they hitting low now. See, now you see everybody see that? He just said the other day that he wasn't gonna say nothing about. Remember he talked to the dude? Remember when Tatum spoke to the dude, the fake James Harden and shit like that? And he said, from now I'm not gonna say nothing else about their parents. I'm not gonna say nothing about Elmore or Christine Wansley. I'm not gonna say nothing else, man. You got my word. I'm not gonna say nothing else, man. I'm not gonna say another word about them. Now he's sitting here accusing mom of having something to do with it. He's saying, nah, mom is probably deleting shit. Now you see how the gloves are off now, gang? Oh, shit hit the fan today, man. The gloves are off today, man. The gloves are off, man. Wrong, because the audit will show time of deletion and she didn't get it until later. They will know the trail of custody. I'm cybersecurity analyst. Shout out to celebrity scandalous. You show right. If she deleted it, they could be able to tell, well, you got the phone back at this time. So if anything's deleted after that, then of course we'll know if mom did it. So that'd be dumb for mom to go in there now and delete shit, or a week or two later. That'd be stupid as fuck. Smash the like button. Shout out to celebrity scandalous, man. You've been cooking all night, celebrity scandalous. You've been cooking tonight, gang. A lot of y'all been cooking. Gelato, you cooking. You did. Salute, gang. Ladybug Lisa said Nolan could appear drunk if he had a head injury. Shout out to Ladybug Lisa. She said if Nolan had a head injury, he could appear drunk. Yeah, I mean, we know he did have red discoloration in the back of his head. Shout out to Ladybug Lisa, gang. Salute, fam. Salute to Ladybug Lisa. Let's get back into what he's saying. This fool right here is saying that he feels like mom is going to turn into a suspect if they don't hand that phone over soon. Something ain't right. She might be deleting shit.
Good, but the evidence may reveal some suspicious behavior from somebody X, Y, or Z. But they know that they're not going to get access to have a personal individual in the room. Think about this too. I just want y'all to understand this. Imagine this goes to trial. And the boys go, well, the victim's family had swayed the investigation by leveraging a person involved in the investigation directly, and they can argue that, how do we know that this person didn't do any coercive behavior during this investigation? That means that a person on this side had active connection to an investigation that should have been impartial, and therefore this shouldn't be admissible in court. We can't rule out impropriety. They've already said we were guilty, and you got them being a part of the investigation. You can't do it. It doesn't make sense. They know it don't make sense. They're never going to give this phone over to the government. But yet the boys gave their phones over to the FBI voluntarily.
How do we know that's true? How do we know that's true, gang? Once again, some more shit from Tatum. How do we know that's true? How do we know the FBI has looked through the boy's phone? How do we know that? You know what I mean? They just asked the attorneys, did they search the boat? Did they, did they do this? They do that? Attorneys made it seem like no. You know what I mean? Yeah, the family volunteered all this shit and they haven't came and done shit. The attorneys just said that. Come on, the attorneys just said that. Do we know if that's true or not? Do we know if the boys hand their phones over not only to the police, the authorities, but to the motherfucking FBI. It says the demands the family are asking are so extreme that they know they're not going to get it. It's like Kawhi Leonard's uncle asking for a free home and stake in the team. Yeah, shout out to Maheen. He said he feel like, man, they know for a fact they're not going to get these things. Smash that like button. Salute to everybody in the building, y'all. How do y'all feel about what Tatum saying? Is Tatum cooking tonight? You know what I mean? Tatum story over. It's Tatum cooking, man. Yeah, it's Tatum over here cooking. Tatum saying they never giving that phone up. Tatum is saying they're never handing the phone over. He's saying, y'all stop being blind and pay attention to what's really going on here. But do y'all believe when Tatum says the boys gave their phones to the FBI, that the FBI have dumped the boys' phones? We ain't heard that yet. The attorneys damn sure just didn't say that in the interview.
You tell me who's looking for justice for Nolan. All right, here's another thing, and this is what really made me mad in this clip. Roll it.
What do you make of now? I mean, because I think I don't think you will disagree that the friends are on a PR, PR blitz to change public opinion because they believe that they in the court of public opinion they're not doing so well, that they have been sort of demeaned in some way, disparaged in some way.
They don't think that they are. They have been disparaged. People have been arrested for threatening their lives. This is not a game. It's not a hunch. It's not a, I think that maybe people have gone to jail in connection with threatening the lives of Warren's stepmother. And we played it on the show. People calling and leaving messages threatening to kill Warren, his family. And as soon as they're investigated and found, they're going to go to jail.
Wow, but nobody threatened the Christine family is going to jail. No, none of that shit matters. Warren said Nolan was fine when he saw him with Katie and said, "You're crazy, man." When he was supposed to be gone on a sinking boat. Shout out to 2 Not 3, man. Salute to 2 Not 3. Shout out to all the new people up here, man. Salute to 2 Not 3. Make sure y'all follow me on Instagram too, gang. SKO SCO_network, gang. Go follow me on Instagram, SCO_network. Salute to everybody in the building, gang. Salute to 2 Not 3, man. I see y'all in this chat talking,
It's
working.
like 6, 7 people are going to go to jail for legitimate threats. And you go, well, they feel like that. No, you disparage them. With no information, you had every reason to communicate with the other side. You didn't. You put out information claiming, oh, we don't know why this happened. Well, we don't know who this person is. You do know.
The attorneys on this show. The attorneys are finna pull up in a minute, gang. He's going to speak to the attorneys as well, gang. The attorneys will pull up. Yeah. Nolan's friends, attorneys, they will pull up on the platform.
Put it out there and put these boys' lives in danger.
Let me see. I want to speak.
And if you ask me, give me the big screen. I want you to clip this. If you ask me, I believe it is detrimental to Nolan, the things that the family and what Benjamin Crump has done. It's not in the best interest of Nolan. The best interest of Nolan is actually getting to the bottom of this. The best interest of Nolan is actually giving some level of respect to people who he called a friend.
Okay.
People that he believed.
Let me see.
Why you didn't talk to him?
Let me see. Hold on.
Kid sits down and
for wrongful death suit. And
You
you
had
say
that
they
like,
shouldn't
man,
have
we
an
finna hear from
attorney.
the 2 attorneys again.
You don't know
Yeah,
why they're out
attorneys
here
finna pop out
defending
again.
themselves.
We finna
You
hear
don't
from
know
the 2
why they're out here
attorneys.
telling their side of the story. Because the whole world think they killed this boy. They can't even go to restaurants and stuff without people accosting them. Tracy can't even go get a Gatorade from a corner store without somebody saying your money's no good here.
They remember they don't fuck with Tracy. Tracy went to a store, get some Gatorade to get the fuck out of here. Remember, Tracy put himself in this story. He the one came out. Yeah, that was me on the tape, man. They're blaming us. Nobody blamed you, bro. Nobody ever said we didn't see you no photos. No, we know the fuck you was. You had to come out and tell us it was your voice. Tracy, stop it, bro. He did it to himself. Yeah, you wanted to be famous, sit down with Tatum. You did it to yourself, man. Yeah, take that fame, bro. Yeah, enjoy that fame, Tracy.
Somebody confronted him, asked him, was he Trayvon? Roll the clip.
It's just weird to me. And then you also run the risk of what did happen is that one of these kids sits down and blasts Nolan's mom and says that she was wrong to put out that photo. And that's not going to play well in the public for you, man. That you are attacking the mother.
I'm gonna let. I don't got time. We got to get to more stuff. What do you mean? See, you guys are The mind haven't matured in these men. You don't have a mature mindset. You are fair game. I don't care what side you on. If you go and put false information into the public when you had every reason and right to communicate before you ever put it out there. So when you go take a photo that was given to you because it was about Nolan and you blasted friends and put their face out there, you didn't even blur their faces. You put the face out there and then you allow Benjamin Crump to go in front of the world and invoke Emmett Till and invoke that Mississippi is racist. This is why you can't go nowhere with a bunch of white boys and then you don't come back with the white boys. Something must have happened. Oh, we don't know what happened. We haven't gritted. Why you didn't talk to him? This is what boils my blood, y'all. None of this had to be this way. None of it.
Do y'all believe Tatum?
The boy's mama was reaching out to Miss Christine Wells.
Do y'all believe this, gang? Do y'all believe that, do y'all believe the boys, Nolan's friends' moms, or at least the judge, Ashley Cole, was reaching out. She wanted to sit down with Miss Christine and talk about all this. We can investigate this whole thing together. Warren and, Jackson, everybody, Wyatt, everybody wants to help investigate. We all love Nolan. We did not want this to happen. This is all a bunch of a big misunderstanding. Yeah, they had his phone. He left it on the boat, but that was it. He stayed there. We don't know what happened to him. Do y'all believe that Ashley Cole, the judge, and the families of the other dudes, do y'all think that they were willing to really sit down with Ben Crump and Nolan's parents and try to solve this whole thing and give up any information they could? Talk to me, chat. You know what I mean? That's what your boy Tatum is over here saying. He's saying this was all uncalled for. None of this shit had to even happen, man. They could have all sit there and talked from the very jump.
Hey, if you want to talk, hey, we should talk. Hey, I want to. They could have had a phone conversation and cleared up 90% of this weirdness. The phone conversation would have yielded that Nolan didn't even go on the boat with the boys he's in the picture with. He was on Wyatt's boat. Warren and Jax weren't even on the same boat. They would have known that he didn't go out with 3 white boys. He went out with 30 people on 3 boats.
Shout out to What's Up, PD. Salute.
They could have cleared all of this up. They could have asked.
Do y'all agree with Tatum? Tatum is saying, everybody online was thinking that it was just him and the guys in the picture. He said, turns out those guys weren't even on Wyatt's boat. He said, man, everybody online were just throwing names around because they saw the photos that Christine Wansley put out. He said, no, that he went on, he showed up with 3 boats with about 30 kids with him. They all was there. So everybody had it all wrong when this thing first started. The public didn't know what the fuck the thing do to how Christine went about handling things. Do y'all believe that? Or do y'all feel like Tatum is full of shit? Smash that like, do y'all believe that?
Hey, did you get into the phone and delete something? No, we didn't. Well, why is this and this and that? Well, Nolan was with us and nobody was Snapchatting. Nobody was posting on social media. None of us have anything on our social media. We were out on a lake having a good time. Oh, okay. They could have talked to people and got this cleared up.
A bunch of jealousy
and not put innocent people out there accusing them of murder when these boys were gone and Nolan was still seen on the island. They had nothing to do with it. They would have been valuable to the family to tell what happened so they can get a good perspective. Then they come out and say, I don't know Ashley Cole, Judge Ashley Cole, and Christine Wells went to school with her. You don't know her at all? Tracy and say, I've been over that house plenty of times. I spent the night over the house. I parked my car in front of their yard. Nolan was my best friend. I don't know him. The guy, Elijah, that came on my show, said he cut Nolan's hair for the first haircut he ever had.
The fake James Harden.
He claimed that he goes to lunch with one of the family members of Nolan, or one of the Wells family member. They go, we have no idea who this guy. We don't know this guy like that. These white boys got 1,000 pictures of them and Nolan looking like they're the best friends.
You talking about the fake James Harden?
They went to the island with Nolan multiple times. Last year on the 4th, this year on the 4th. He spent the night and went out there on the 4th this time. They were great friends. All of the friends that I've talked to said they're all great friends. And they go, we don't know these kids. We ain't never met them. They ain't his friends.
Hold on. Let me see. Just call me Q said he just said Nolan was on Wyatt's boat. Lock they bitch ass up. Accessory after the fact. I think he's trying to say that, when they showed up, like he showed up on Wyatt's boat. Yeah, but he did say that. Shout out to Just Call Me Q. I see, yeah. Shout out to Just Call Me Q. Salute to Mississippi in the motherfucking bit, man. Salute to Mississippi. And salute to Mississippi to
okay. All right. Is that it for these fools? Okay, now I want you guys to see the interview that I did with the lawyers. It's a pretty lengthy interview, but it's all valuable. So all the questions that you have to the lawyers and why they did this or this, that, this,
it really ain't that long. I don't think it's that long.
It's talked about in this interview. After the interview, I'm gonna finish up with a few things that I want to say about another idiot that went on Don Lemon's show. We're gonna move over to a couple more topics. Roll it. I'll be back.
Smash that like button.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I have both lawyers here that represent the boys, Tyler Cox and Ed Polsick. I had to bring you guys in. I just could not endure the misinformation and lies that have been put out there after the interview that I just did. I was just on Nancy Grace's show, and we went back and forward, and I said, well, there's no better people to address any of the issues that they have than the people who are representing these boys, and their reputation and defamation cases or whatever the case may be. So I want to start with you, Tyler. You've been paramount in supporting these boys from the very beginning. You have had a lot to say behind the scenes, not a lot of public statements, but I want to get your thoughts on this phone, because I just saw Don Lemon play a clip of you and Ed on some interview, which I'm not familiar what interview it was, but what came up from the interview was the cell phone of Nolan Wells. And it appears, which I'm shocked that this is a reality, it appears that the family of Nolan Wells have not given his phone over to investigators to even look at a potential crime that they claim was committed by deleting contents from his phone. What do you have to say to that, Tyler?
Well, I think it's strange too. We were all told by Ben Crump from the steps of the courthouse in a public address, I think that was on July 11th, after he met with B.A. Angel Myers, that they were going to cooperate and give the phone over.
KJ, man.
I don't understand why just now.
So the KJ.
Just, I guess last night it came out that they haven't. And so I don't understand why.
Facts. Everybody knows everybody.
Information and
my bad.
GPS information.
I think I timed out for a minute.
Planning on doing as much.
We back, gang. My bad, gang. We back. I think we timed out for a minute. I'm not for sure what happened. Yeah, I'm not for sure what happened, gang. My bad. We timed out for a minute, but we back though. We back. I'm not for sure what happened, gang.
More as anything they asked us to, but I don't understand why they haven't cooperated given in no one's phone yet. I'm at a loss for words with that one.
Tyler, are these boys at all, from your understanding? Obviously, you're their attorney.
Do y'all think they finna tell the exact same story, gang? Do y'all think they finna tell the exact same story? Because I don't even want to. I want to go back and look at the one that they did with Nancy Grace. I'm gonna watch that one actually one more time, man. I might run some of this one actually tomorrow. Yeah, I don't want to run it all right in the night, man. Yeah. I want to go back and listen to the one they do with Nancy Grace. And I might come back. We might dibble through that one tomorrow. They doing with Tatum. This finna be some shit right here. Tatum finna let them do what they want to do, say what they want to say. So before I gotta brush myself up on the other one, and we'll check on that one tomorrow. Yeah. We'll go back. I can't wait to see that one. I gotta watch me. So I'm gonna go watch some of it. Because I know they finna tell Tatum finna let them really get away with a lot of shit far as how they handling this thing. Like I said, I wasn't there. I don't know who did it. I'm unbiased about the situation, but we do know Tatum is rocking with them. You dig? So yeah, I'm gonna go brush up on the Nancy Grace one a little bit more. Then we'll sit down tomorrow and go over some of that one, gang. That's what I really want to do with it. Yeah. I don't want to put too much on us right now. I want to see him too much, man. You dig? Warren, CG, the lawyer before Nolan found, sued me. Shout out to Ladybug Lisa, man. Salute to Ladybug Lisa. Yeah, Warren call CG, then lawyer, then lawyered up before Nolan found. Sue me. Okay. Warren called CG. Who is that? Then lawyered up before Nolan found. Who is CG? Am I missing some shit, y'all? Who is CG? Who is CG? Smash that like button. Yeah, who is CG? What am I missing right now? Yeah. Either way, gang. Yeah. Either way, gang. Smash that like button, man. I think right now, man, like the gloves are off right now, gang. The gloves are off, man. Let me see. Are we forgetting the story? Are we forgetting the story in the beginning was that the boys didn't remember nothing? Christine was asking the public for answers. Think about that, gang. Toya saying, do y'all not remember that in the beginning of this shit, mom was doing all the work herself, posting photos online, asking people this, asking people that. They had the color of his shorts wrong. I think somebody who had talked to her the first time she came back, no, his shorts, you know what I mean? Like, and that was somebody else, a girl told her that the shorts was really blue, not black. So it looks like, yeah, she wouldn't get no help from the boys when this shit first started. Shout out to Toya for pointing that shit out. Can't forget about that. When it first started, we see mom, Christine, you know, even before Ben Crump came. No Ben Crump. She was online. Looked like she was doing all by herself. Smash that like button, gang. Let me see. Yeah, salute to the chat, man. Salute to everybody in the chat, man. Let me see. If I missed what CG was, Ladybug, Lisa, let me know in the chat. Let me know one more time. Smash that like button, gang. Coast Guard, my bad, Coast Guard. I'm dumb. Coast Guard. Y'all right. Yeah, Coast Guard. Y'all right. I'm stupid. My bad, Coast Guard. So yeah, salute to everybody building at Coast Guard. We'll go through some of that other one, gang. Yeah, we'll look through the other one. I want to watch the Nancy Grace with the attorneys again, man. I don't want to miss shit, gang. I want that they slip up and say some shit to Tatum here. Yeah, they slip up. I want to make sure I'm on it. So I'm gonna go back and watch the other one more time. I watched that. This was my second time watching, but every time I watch it, I hear some new shit. I gotta get to question some new shit about it, whether it's good or bad. I question new shit. So I'm actually watch it one more time, and we're gonna come back and we're gonna break some of this, the one that they did with Tatum, man. We're gonna break that one they did with Tatum, man. So far, man, this shit heating up, man. The Nolan Wells case is heating up. I do believe that somebody's gonna shit or get off the pot, man, real soon. Somebody's got to shit or get off the pot, whether it's Ben Crump, whether it's these goddamn attorneys and these goddamn and Nolan's friends, real soon. The truth is gonna come out, gang. Whether Nolan Wells was killed or not, I believe soon something is going to happen. It's gonna say, there you go, right there. That's what the fuck happened. Whether it's showing the boys are guilty than the motherfucker, them dudes are guilty, they did this shit, or really saying, nope, can't explain that, man. No way they could have did it. Somebody on Horn Island did this shit, man. Yeah, follow Katie, motherfucker. There. You feel me? So I think something's gonna shake, gang. Something is gonna shake that's either gonna keep us looking right where people are looking, or make everybody look somewhere else, or make everybody say, well, damn, I guess they was right. Something gonna happen, gang. Something happened. Legal, let me see. Legal, you are required to bring passengers back to shore, said Nicole Reloaded. Okay, so you saying that they had to bring him back. Even if he said he's gonna ride with somebody else, they would have to kidnap him. You coming with us, motherfucker. If you came with us, you're leaving with us. I don't know your shot at Nicole Reloaded. I mean, hey, if he drunk, if that's your partner, he drunk, he came with y'all, his phone, a boat, y'all got his car and his keys. I do understand, Nicole Reloaded. You most definitely want to make sure your partner get back with you since he came. They say they told him, hey, Nolan, come on, get the fuck over here, dude. Come on, what are you doing, Nolan? Bring your ass on, man. They say Nolan would not come. If they said Nolan was like, I'm staying behind, bro. You know, Nolan a grown man, he's 18, do what he want to do in college. You know what I mean? No, they say Nolan said he wanted to stay behind. They said, you know what I mean? He kicking with a girl and shit like that, man. It's fucking Saturday night, man, 4th of July. Do y'all believe that, gang? Smash that like, but do y'all believe that? Talk to me in my chat, gang. Talk to me in my chat, man. Yeah, talk to me in my chat, man. Let me see. It was something else I wanted to look at too, gang. It was something else I wanted to look at. I'm gonna look at that Tatum interview tomorrow. I'm gonna act like I said, I'm gonna go study the other interview a little bit more. I want to hear what they're gonna tell Tatum, motherfucker. Like, I think if they start lying and shit, like I think we all feel like they was finna do. Yeah, if they start lying and shit, like we all feel like they might. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Nolan Wells case exposed by Ocean Springs resident. Oh, let me see what's going on here real quick. It's a text.
He got a white woman from Ocean Springs, Mississippi.
Oh shit. Hey, that is a woman in my chat named Castings. She say she's from Ocean Springs. Yeah, don't forget Castings say she's from Ocean Springs. Yeah, we got an Ocean Springer over here too. Don't get it fucked up, Willie D. Now, shout out to Uncle Willie D, man. Shout out to the Ghetto Boys, man. Rap a lot. Jay Prince. Shout out to Willie D. Rest in peace, Bushwick Bill. It's most definitely a Texas thing, man. Shout out to Willie D, man. Willie D saying Yeah, they got a white woman from Ocean Springs that shed some light on the case. I ain't seen this shit. Let me see what Willie D talking about.
Who is calling for transparency.
Let me see what Willie D. Let me see what I'm talking about,
case.
man. Sometimes Unc be full of shit. Sometimes he be on it, though. Sometimes that nigga be on it.
I ain't got no problem with that. And here's why. When white people publicly speak up in the Nolan Wells case.
Come on, fam. Don't start bullshit on.
It takes the conversation beyond
Don't start bullshit on. It's my guy.
Black people defending a black victim. You dig what I'm saying? So her voice is necessary, like all the other voices that have been speaking up and out against the lack of transparency in this
Willie
case.
D, man. Salute to Willie D, man. That's my guy.
Her name is Noel.
Her name is Noel.
Hi, my name's Noelle, and I'm a resident of Ocean Springs, and I have lived in Ocean Springs since 2015. I am here to ask for transparency for the Nolan Wells case. There has been a history of systemic racism that we have experienced since I've lived in Ocean Springs. Some of it has involved the KKK.
Do y'all believe it? There she go. We pulled up a clip yesterday that is true, man. There has been talks of the KKK being around Ocean Springs, man. And that video we showed wasn't too long. It could have been maybe 5, 6, 7, maybe 10 years at the most. But they're showing you there's a history of the KKK being in Ocean Springs from what we're hearing. Yeah, man, this was on the news. This wasn't fake news we watched on my show. We don't watch fake news, gang. It's real. I mean, we'll go through a lot of shit and see if it's real or not. But we watched the real news and seen it was real problems with the KKK in Ocean Springs. Come on, gang. Yeah, you know what I mean? So, yeah, the woman, so far, she's not lying.
And then we don't have a lot of transparency with the DA's office. And
He's saying now he trusts white people. I mean, you know, when they're speaking up for the right side, I want to say, man, yeah. Is that a Black Lives Matter flag? Yeah, okay. Oh, fuck, man. KJ, don't start no shit, KJ. Yeah, that's a Black Lives Matter flag. You got KJ. Don't start no shit tonight, man. Salute to everybody in the building, gang. God damn it.
and grand juries, or county grand juries. And so I'm just here, to ask for more transparency. Also, we know that there's been a history of medical misconduct and gross negligence within the Mississippi Medical Examiner's Office. So I would hope that we could get changes to our system that would improve that, because right now we've just had changes to personnel. Thanks.
Now,
okay.
I'm gonna tell you why.
Come on,
this
take it
world
home.
that we
Take it
live
home,
in,
Unc.
this country that we live in, this society that we live in,
Come on, Unc.
is so unbearable at times.
Man, Unc just stalling, man. Unc just stalling Unc stalling like a motherfucker. Yeah. Shout out to Unc, man. He's stalling like a motherfucker, man. Yeah, you know, Dr. Umar. These Dr. Umar repeat shit twice. Unc stalling like a motherfucker. I know a nigga stalling the time. I know a nigga watching the time of a video. They're like, damn, we only had 4 minutes. Shit. God damn, I thought that bitch talk longer than that. All right, gang, smash that like button, gang. Shout out to Willie D, man. Do y'all believe this lady, man? This lady is saying that it's a history. Yeah. Shout out to Uncle Willie D, man. That's my guy, man. Yeah, I mean, I'm Ghetto Boys, man. Come on, y'all know I grew up on Scarface and Ghetto Boys. Shout out to Lil J and them. Come on, stop it, yeah. I'm Texas, man. This is Texas. Shout out to Willie D, man. That's my guy, man. Yeah, shout out to Unc, man. But sometimes Unc be on some bullshit. I ain't gonna lie. Every now and then, like, come on, Unc. Why you post that, man? Come on, Unc. What's going on? But Unc, like, nah, nigga, you gotta be fucked up, nigga. I'm putting everything out there. They send it to me. I'm talking about it. If I see it, I'm talking about it. Let's go. Yeah, Secret Service Sam ass nigga. Smash that like button, yeah. Super Willie D. I make big money. I drive big cars. Everybody know me. It's like I'm a movie star, but late at night, something ain't right. I feel I'm being trailed by the same sucker's headlight. Yeah, come on, man. Don't start it, man. I thought he had cane, but it was gold medal flower. Don't start, man. Come on. Y'all know that's my guy. Don't start. Yeah, I know that's my guy, man. Yeah. You know that's my nigga. But yeah, man, I don't know. I mean, but we did hear history of racism and the Ku Klux Klan being in goddamn Ocean Springs, man. We heard that for sure. Yeah, we heard that. So at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, man, I mean, do y'all, some people were saying they feel like maybe one of the boys was goddamn, what did y'all say? Was was like auditioning or some shit. Like it was a, you know what I mean? Yeah, they was one of them was trying to join the damn clan. Y'all felt like, you know what I mean? Yeah, what's the word I'm looking for, gang? What's the word I'm looking for, man? Initiation. Yeah, that's what I'm looking. That's what I'm looking for. And y'all, some of y'all said it was an initiation into the goddamn Dixie Mafia. Some of y'all saying, some of y'all saying this was payback for I was going to say Trayvon, for goddamn Carmelo Anthony. There's a lot of different theories out there, man. Do y'all think this happened on the island, or do y'all think, you know, one of the guys he was willing to boat? This was an initiation. This was a sacrifice. Do y'all believe that, gang? I mean, could talk to me. Do y'all believe on this day, 250-year anniversary, they decided to, you know, we're gonna have fun with Nolan Wells today, or something went wrong and they decided to, you know, kill Nolan Wells or be quiet about a fight that broke out, and or it was an accident. But either way, they left Nolan Wells in that water that day, man. His own partners he came with left him in that water. Smash that like button, gang. Salute to everybody in the building, gang. Hey, look. I'm gonna talk to all y'all, gang. I love it when I drop that link in the chat. Y'all pull up, man. Yeah. I like it when y'all pull up and y'all break it down, because I want to hear from all y'all, gang. Like I said, we go through this whole thing. We've been breaking it down. Everything we see, we've been talking about it, gang. Whether it's real or not, whether it's, you know what I mean? No matter what it is, we've been running that motherfucker through, gang. So I think on this platform, I think we caught up on the Nolan Wells case like nobody else is, gang. You hear me? I don't think nobody else is like kind of like following the story quite the way we are. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm unbiased. I'm looking at this thing from every side, every angle. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm looking at this thing from every side, every angle. I'm not trying to miss shit. Like I said, but I think Ben Crump on some bullshit. I think, come on, fam, I'll call it out. If I think these attorneys are on some bullshit, I mean, I'm calling it out, gang. Everything we see, we calling it out. If it look real, we calling it out. If it look fake, we calling it out. We are very unbiased over here. We just want the truth about what really happened to Nolan Wells. It's hard to believe the boy drowned, just, you know, just went underwater. Nobody seen him. I mean, just, that's a hard story to kind of believe, man. That's just a hard story to believe, man. Let me see. Hold on. Fawn Finn said, think about it. Think about it, y'all. Why has race been such a big issue? Because some people know there is a race towards salvation. Wake up. Jesus is King. Shout out to Fawn Finn. I know she's very positive, man. Yeah. Shout out to Fawn Finn. She gonna come here and, you know, put some make sense of it and bless everybody. Smash that like button. Salute to everybody in the building. Shout out to Fawn Finn, man. We'll be back tomorrow night, though, gang. We'll come back tomorrow night. We're gonna break some more down, gang. Anything y'all see online, y'all follow me on Instagram. SKO_network. SKO network, gang. SKO_network. I'm gonna break the. We gonna watch the interview tomorrow. I'm gonna see the attorneys talk to old goddamn Tatum over there. Yeah, we're gonna watch the attorneys talk to Tatum. I'm finna go back and watch some of the other interviews so I can make sure I got all that shit. You know what I mean? Anything y'all want to break down in these interviews y'all think we missed tonight? If there's anything we missed in these interviews, gang, let me know, gang. When we during the Nancy Grace interview, if there's anything y'all think we missed, let me know, gang. Break it down. Put it in my inbox, y'all. SKO_network. Break it down to me. Put it in the inbox. Like I said, we're gonna look at everything. It's not one stone we're gonna leave unturned over here, man. Not one stone. And salute to all the content creators that's covering this too, man. Yeah, shout out to the Nolan Wells sector, man. Yeah. Shout out to the Nolan Wells sector, man. Salute. It's a lot of people out here covering this thing, man. Salute to everybody covering it. As of right now, like I said, I know what. And tomorrow I'm gonna also watch. We're gonna also look at Como talk to goddamn Bart's attorney too, gang. So tomorrow we're gonna watch Tatum and the attorneys. I want to for sure go through some of that, and then we're gonna watch Como talk to Bart's attorney. You feel me? So yeah, I want to hear everything these attorneys are saying, gang. So we're gonna break a lot of that down tomorrow. Yeah, these attorneys are speaking out. They saying these guys are innocent. The family, we waiting to hear. You know, we're waiting to hear from Ben Crump one more time. Yeah, but we got to hear from Crump again. But as of right now, the family standing on 10, man. They stand on business. They ain't gave that phone up yet for what we learned from Don Lemon today on the Don Lemon show. They say Ben Crump contacted Don Lemon and said the family has yet to give up the phone. But we're going to find more out about that soon, gang. Yeah, we're going to find out. Pretty soon, Crump got to answer some of these questions. So, yeah, but I do believe something is going to shake, gang. Like I say, what is it going to point in? What direction is it going to point in? I'm not for sure. But something is going to shake, man. Every day, the Nolan Wells case is heating up, gang. Yeah, we will be back tomorrow night to break some of these interviews down with these attorneys, man. Rest in peace to Nolan Wells. Yeah, my heart go out to his family. Yeah, my heart go out to the family, man. Either way, no matter how it went down, it's sad, man. Like I say that every night. No matter how it went down, it's sad. Whether he was murdered, whether it was an accident, it was sad, man. You know what I mean? It's most definitely a tragedy. Young man, 18 years old, playing college ball, had his whole life ahead of him. You know, good family. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Good people in his life, good friend, a lot of friends. It look like a lot of goddamn friends, man. Yeah, gone way too soon, man. Rest in peace to Nolan Wells, man. You know what I mean? I think I will be having some Carmelo Anthony news too soon, gang. I think it's gonna be something out here in Dallas for Carmelo Anthony on the 19th. We might have some new Carmelo Anthony news as well. So you know, I'm right here in Dallas, y'all. That's what we do out here, gang. I got the, you know what I mean? The Mo 3 trial is coming up soon. Y'all know we're gonna be all over the Mo 3 trial, trying to find out what's going on with Mo 3, with, you know what I mean, with Keywan White's case. We got a lot of work to do, gang. August is gonna be busy for us, gang. August is gonna be busy, but right now, we most definitely looking at everything, every piece of the puzzle to what happened to Nolan Wells, man. And I mean, that's what we doing, gang. Salute to everybody that rock with me, gang. I'm going to drop that link in the chat tomorrow night, too. So if you want to talk, if you got anything you want to say about the Nolan Wells case, tomorrow night is the night to pop out. Come on the goddamn platform. Pull up and talk to me, gang. If y'all got anything you want to say tomorrow, I'm going to drop that link in the chat. I'll give y'all a chance to pull up and talk to me. But we're going to go through 2 more interviews. We're going to break down the latest news tomorrow. And we're going to talk about this Nolan Wells case, man. Rest in peace to Nolan Wells, y'all. Salute to everybody in the building. I said I was only going to stay for 3 hours. I know you got to do 4.5 hours type shit, but we're going to save some of this, gang. I'm going to save some of this. Salute to everybody in the building, y'all. Till next time, y'all, I'm gone, man. It's Big Skull Gang or No Gang or Don't Bang. Remember, we don't break the news. We just break the news down, y'all. Rest in peace to Nolan Wells, y'all. Till next time, gang. We'll be back tomorrow night to finish up. Like, this is part 1. Yeah, we're going to call this part 1. Tomorrow night will be part 2 of this whole thing. Yeah, this is part 1 of hearing the attorneys out. Tomorrow, we're going to check in with the attorneys in Tatum. And then I'm going to take it to Bart's attorney. Then we're gonna break down the latest news. So yeah, we'll finish part 2 tomorrow, gang. Salute to everybody, building y'all. Till next time, man. I'm out this bitch, gang. Smash that thumbs up button, y'all. Before you leave, hit the thumbs up button, gang. Yeah. Before y'all leave, make sure y'all hit the thumbs up. How many likes I got, gang? How many likes do I have? Before y'all, I should have easily at least 1,100, 1,200 likes, man. How many likes do we got, gang? Tell me, chat. How many likes we got? Yeah, how many likes we got in this video, gang? How many likes? What we looking like on the likes? Hit the thumbs up button before y'all leave, man. Hit that thumbs up button. What we looking like on them likes? Show me some love, gang. 1 point. Okay, you know what? I'll take 1.2. 1.2. Yeah, I'll take 1.2. Yeah, salute there. I'll take 1.2, man. Salute, yeah, salute to 1.2, man. Y'all make sure you hit the thumbs up. If you ain't hit it yet, hit the thumbs up, gang. We'll be back tomorrow night, part 2 of breaking down these attorneys. You know what I mean? They represent, goddamn, who was that? Jax. Goddamn, what's the boy name? Jax, Warren. And goddamn me, Morgan. Yeah, Morgan, Jackson, Warren. We're going to finish breaking their attorneys down tomorrow, gang. We'll be back, man. Salute to everybody building y'all. It's Big Skull, gang. I'm gone, gang. Rest in peace to Nolan Wells. We'll be back tomorrow night, gang. To the whole gang, man. To the whole gang. I'll see y'all later, man. Y'all, it's your boy Just Know the Skull. We don't break the news. We just break the news down. It's most definitely Skull Gang or No Gang or Don't Bang. Hey, we're gonna stay real over here, man. Big Skull Gang. Salute to everybody watching this video. Make sure y'all like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. I do live streams all the time.
It's Skull Gang and No Gang and Don't Bang. Salute to everybody. Good. Hold on.
I want to say all this real quick, y'all. Go, hey, gang, come on, man. Just be able to go with Big Cartel, y'all. Go to the website, gang. I got everything in every color, gang. We got everything in every single color, gang. Go show me some love. I think you did. Trade breaking your gas down, man, on a Skull Gang trade. You might not know, gang. Yeah, y'all niggas talking about y'all big smoke in the chat, y'all big blow and shit. Why ain't you ain't got your trade yet, nigga? Why ain't you niggas ain't got your trade yet?
Go to the website and shop with your boy Just Say No to